right, man, look, we back with another reaction, man. We back with Degenerocity. This is horror movie characters I can beat 3. Now look, man, look. I know I'm offline. There's no chat. I might mess around and just do the main channel videos offline on some just me and you. So everybody gotta come watch, you know what I'm saying? Just a little different. Second channel probably will have live reactions still. Also, let me know in the comments what kind of reactions y'all want. I'm trying to figure out how to feed the team, you know what I'm saying? Like, anytime I try something new over here, y'all like, nah, this ain't it, Chief. And I'm like, all right, well, guess this ain't it. So this is horror movies I can beat 3. Let's get into it, bro.
What's in the basket?
Yo, it's spooky season. Halloween's right around the corner. So we at it again with more horror movie characters that I know can't stand a foot against me because of my strength and intelligence. No one likes a long opening ceremony, so let's waste no time and get right into round 1.
Hey, nah. I want nothing to do with this, bro. I don't want nothing to do with him, bro. Look at me. I want nothing to do with him, bro. Bro, they're on number 3. I refuse to even watch number 2. Listen. Shout out to, okay. Don't picture this. I was gonna say picture this, but don't picture this. In the first one, I watched him hang a woman up by her legs, right? She was hung up upside down by her legs. Starch, you know what I'm saying? Nothing nowhere. Upside down naked, you know, with her lady parts showing. Bro, homie took a saw to her lady parts. Now, mind you, her legs is up like this, right? Took a saw to the middle of her lady parts and cut all the way down, all the way, starting from the rooter to the toter, bro. It split her all the way down the middle. Do you know how crazy that is? It's not even scary. It's just, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So absolutely not. This mofo right here, him right here, this guy right, no. Bro, don't, if you never seen Terrifier, don't. And if you've made it all the way to Terrifier 3, you're a psychopath. I don't know how you keep watching these.
Terrifier from the movie Terrifier is about Terrifier terrifying and murking random people.
Just for no reason at all, because and then how did he bro, go just watch the first one. If you watch past the first one, you're insane, but just watch the first one so you can just understand. Yo, bro, I keep seeing that people had to walk out the movie theater because they just could not finish that movie. I refuse.
I know his name is Art the Clown, but Terrifier is more fun to say. Now, when looking at him, he looks like your ordinary killer clown. And he is, but the difference between him and the rest is that he's brutal. He will deal with his victims in the messiest, most grotesque way possible. I don't even think I can show you any of the ways of how he do it.
Bro, literally not one, bro. There wasn't one regular kill in that fucking video, in that movie. There was not one regular kill in that movie whatsoever, bro.
This YouTube, but he saws a woman in half from her poon to
her head. Thank you, bro. Hell no, bro.
This YouTube, but he saws a woman in half from her poon to her head in front of her BFF. This dude crazy. However, I don't think he's all that terrifying based on my observations of him. In the first movie,
he don't look scary. He's just a freaking psychopath.
When we get introduced to him, we as the audience can subtly tell that there's something different about this guy from everybody else. I don't know if you can notice, but this man's teeth is terrible. It looked like he never picked up a toothbrush a day in his life. You can tell he at least got gingivitis or mouth cancer, so that'll lower his stats in a fight against me. He technically fighting 2 battles at once. He also gets bitched by the pizza shop owner for being weird and creepy. Now, this would have been an amazing moment to jump in. Even though at this point in the movie he hasn't killed anyone yet, him having a staring problem at the shop alongside his whole demeanor, I'ma assume he's trying to start.
You know what I want to know? Shout out to the mofos that watch. But what I want to know is, What was in that bag? He was carrying around 2 big ass garbage bags for the whole movie before he started killing. Was it 2 or was it 1? I don't know, but what was in that garbage bag? Questions I need answers.
Something, and we fighting there. And since everyone else in the shop hate him too, they're joining in with me. Cause the way he do these murders, he strikes me as someone you can win against if you can sneak him or come in numbers when he don't got a gun. Now I know he technically a demon since he gets revived at the end of the first and second movie, but he got no.
How was he getting revived? Like is that the lore? Is that he's a demon? That's the lore? Cause how is he getting revived for real?
Other demon powers. Plus his revives takes at least 2 to 3 business days to do. So I'll have time for seconds. I just gotta be on my toes. This is low to mid diff at best.
Who made that mess?
Long Legs.
Long Legs is about an FBI agent who gets assigned to a case of a string of murders, and each one leaves a note signed by Long Legs. This guy. However, what's weird about these murders is other than the letters left at the scene, there's no physical evidence that this guy is the killer. Even though he definitely is. Like, look at him. He gotta be guilty of something. The reason for the lack of evidence is because there's 2 more accomplices to the murders. The main character's mom and Satan, the devil himself. They've been creating dolls of their victims, giving it to them, and having the devil do the rest. So this is a powerful force I'm dealing with. Oh my God. How am I supposed to beat these guys when...
How do you beat the devil? Questions I need answers. Jesus! Now, you know me, I ain't religious or nothing. I'm not the religious Nancy that everybody is and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Hey. But if the devil's after me, there's only one motherfucker I know that can take him out, and that's motherfucking Jesus, okay? So, hey, I don't know if both of them exist, but if one exists, the other one gotta exist, right? You feel me? So, hey, I gotta go with the good one. Lesser of 2 evils. Fuck is you talking about?
They have the literal devil on their side. Well, joke's on them, because I deal with the devil.
Was that dead ass? Oh, I thought this is just a clip or something.
On their side.
I'm like, why the devil look like that?
Well, joke's on them, because I deal with the devil every day. Through my struggles.
Type shit.
Temptation.
Type shit. Ew.
Anger.
Type shit. Talk your
and
shit.
Almost half the time I end up winning. Because I have God on my side. And in a fight against these devil-worshipping demons, I believe he will give me the strength of 1,000 young niggas to punish these sinners to death in a life or death boxing match. So yes, I could confidently say, on God, I'm...
Nigga treating the devil like he a YN. What we talking about? What we talking about?
Beating the devil alongside his ugly ass disciples too. No diff. I have the Holy Ghost with me.
Type shit. A Quiet Place. I don't think I watched A Quiet Place. Is that movie with Sandra Bullock?
A Quiet Place takes place in a world where monsters called Death Angels just popped up in New York and started killing people. Although these things are blind, you can't make any sound or noise because these things will find you. So you gotta stay quiet. This is gonna be more of a how I survive than me beating them. Cause what I look like trying to fight this. I'm not evil. First, I'm gonna travel solo or with my direct family. I'm not traveling with no other groups, none of that.
I do not need no randeesies. And hey, if you bitches is pregnant, get the fuck from bro. Why is there always a pregnant person? Like, I get being pregnant during, when it initially happens, right? But getting pregnant while we're in the midst of this, we're already in the thick of it, and you getting pregnant, that is so selfish to me. Because why the fuck would you do that? Because not only is you an inconvenience now because you can't run, you can't do all this, you know what I'm saying? But then you get a crying ass baby. They don't know what's going on, so they gonna cry. Like, bro, come on, bro.
Especially if they got a kid with them. Second, no kids. All of them gotta go. Cause they'll be the first ones to get us killed. Most of them be crying over the smallest things. Plus, they won't be able to run from these monsters with their little legs. They're a free meal for these things. And I'm not trying to be the appetizer. And I'm only talking little kids. If your kid is old enough to know when to shut the hell up, they're cool. But if they aren't, I'm sorry to tell you, but I highly recommend you to abandon your children. They'll only hold you back just like in real life. Who knows? They might be able to survive on their own, maybe, probably. 5% chance. But that's not nothing. So only family, no kids, and a lifetime supply of moon pies. You gotta stay fed somehow. In fact, we probably don't even gotta do all that. Cause spoilers, their weakness is high-pitched frequencies. So you can basically go to PetSmart and buy a dog whistle and have them beat. These guys aren't even much of a threat. They're like a little puppy that can rip you in half. When looking at them like that, they don't seem too scary no more, do they? Meaning they ain't gonna be a challenge for me. 10 out of 10, I'm surviving a quiet place. Wow, scream.
I need you to...
I mean, I didn't know that. They got a weakness. Just keep the dog whistle on your, you know what I'm saying? Just blow that motherfucker while you trying to get away, and then boom, you Gucci. Oh yeah, I'm surviving for sure. Living a lavish life, actually.
Shake that booty, I'm blocking you, brother.
Unfriended is a movie taking place in a Skype call. A group of friends are chatting, then the ghost of their friend that self-destructed
Oh, I remember. Bro, I haven't seen this movie in so long. I remember this shit, though.
A year earlier, joins the call and starts murking them one by one until one of them confesses about recording and posting an embarrassing video of her, which ended up being her 13th reason. And the ghost power level is pretty strong. It can physically break into their house and it's shown powers of mind control. So she ain't like some of those other ghosts that exist just to haunt you and be spooky. This ghost means business. But y'all know me. No person, ghost, or demon gonna catch me lacking.
I don't know. How do you really beat a ghost, though? Like, you can't really physically hit that motherfucker and stop it. Like, how do you stop something that's kind of invisible? I mean, maybe you could just apologize for it.
No, I can beat this ghost. The only reason these guys had a hard time with it is because these group of friends are dumber than a sack of potatoes. Although they do try calling the police once and attempt to track the ghost down as if it ain't a ghost, they don't do nothing else to fight against this ghost. They just play along with its death games. And I'm just wondering why none of these guys are leaving. Granted, the ghost said if anyone leaves the call, they die. But they can leave the house without the ghost knowing while staying in call at the same time. Everybody's screaming and distracting on there. Laura ain't gonna notice. By the way, that's the name of the ghost. And even if she were, we don't know that because they don't even try it. Or even better, secretly text everyone in the chat to turn off their Wi-Fi at the same time. So they all leave the Skype call at once. Because with this, they technically did not leave the call. They got kicked out, so it doesn't count. And even if it do, it can't go after all of us. It's one ghost. Only one of y'all gotta die. Not me though. Or we could do the best option, which is to confess your sins. Cause spoilers, the main girl in the movie was
just apologize.
That's the one that filmed Laura's 13th reason and posted it. And earlier in the film, when she was researching how to stop ghosts from killing you and your friends on FaceTime, the website said admitting guilt is the only way out. So all she had to do was say,
confess.
Yo, about the video and the bullying
I'm so sorry, girl.
and me being the reason you shot yourself. My bad, like I didn't even know you were gonna do all that for real. She could have just done that, but instead she blames her friends when the ghost asks who did it.
It was him. Like, girl.
Getting them killed with her still dying because the ghost knew she lied the whole time. Unbelievable. All this bloodshed was completely avoidable. I've listed a few good options to beat this ghost and save your friends' lives at the same time. But you know what this girl does at the end of the movie instead? She goes on chat roulette, begging people to call the police for her. Now, if this is not the dumbest option, I don't know what is. Tell me, would you go on Omegle, talking to niggas from Timbuktu, begging them, please call the cops, a ghost is killing us on FaceTime? Like, why would that?
Girl, I just got here. I don't know nothing, girl.
Idea even crossed your mind. These guys are so dumb in the movie. There's no saving them, but they're saving me. I am not dying in this situation, even if these were my group of friends, because I'm going to be in that call confessing and snitching like I just received a Happy Meal.
Oh, like I just got some Popeyes. Sloppy Popeyes. A nice little motherfucking fry. Strawberry Fanta. Oh, everybody getting told on. It was them, and they did it, and they did this. She recorded it. and posted it, and she not trying to take responsibility. Yeah, I said it. I'll say it right in the Skype call. Fuck is you talking about?
At interrogation. I'm all for ride or die, but dying is always the last option for me. And if I don't have to, I ain't going to. This is a low diff ghost problem. I'm surviving.
Facts. Hey man, take me out. Take me out. Whoop. I hear that. Whole city block is cooked, right? What the fuck am I gonna do? Run. This nigga is king of the streets, bruh. He king of the top. King Kong is king of the bottom. Can't run from these niggas. Hey, if it's my time, it's my time, bro. I'm not gonna fight. You think I'm gonna fight Godzilla?
Godzilla needs no introduction, cause everyone will know them when their big ass shows up. Some might say they aren't a horror movie character, but I know the Japanese would hate to see this.
True. They aren't really, but I mean, to some, it might be.
This nigga coming, so I'm counting them. Not only do they stand at more than 350 feet, but some of its powers include nuclear breath, nuclear shockwaves, laser beams, telepathy, regeneration, flight, and fight. This thing's stats are all
insane.
Maxed. I'm surprised anybody stood a chance at even damaging this beast. Many people would assume the task of beating Godzilla is an impossible mission, but you know what? They said the same thing to Tom Cruise about his missions, and that guy has like 30 movies proving us wrong. So do I have a plan against Godzilla? Of course I do. Listen and learn. Now,
I'm listening, cause what you got, bruh? Cause I don't believe that.
Fighting, military weapons, and nukes won't work on it.
Okay.
But you know what would?
What?
An Ava. We build a motherfucking Ava suit to beat Godzilla. These things are not only strong, they're crazy fast, or at least fast.
What the fuck this nigga talking about, bro? Come on, bro. I ain't gonna lie, dog. You chat, bro. What you? Alright, bro. You got it, twin.
Enough to dodge his lasers and hot ass breath. Plus, we've seen how crazy the Ava can be when it goes berserk. Against Godzilla, it might have a chance. Now you might ask, how the hell am I gonna get access to an Ava? And I'm telling you, if Godzilla pulled up to Myrtle Beach one day, wreaking havoc, they won't have time to think about military strategy or how unqualified I am for this task. It won't matter, because they'll see my confidence. And when me and whoever the president will be next week meet eyes, they'll immediately be like, someone please get this man a suit and all of our tax money. Ava suit secured. Now all we need is someone's mom to sacrifice and merge her soul to the Ava. I vote Beyonce. I believe her soul is stronger than 1,000 suns. With all those requirements put together, I believe I have a pretty strong chance against Godzilla.
This nigga delusional. I love it.
And if the government so happens to deny my request, then we're all fucked. I'm not gonna hype myself up too much, so I would say I have like a 6, maybe 7 out of 10 chance of beating Godzilla, you know? But it has to be in the suit. With no Ava suit, pray. And there you have it. A few more horror movie characters I can beat in a match of fisticuffs. So many of them I could beat, my record would look like Floyd Mayweather's if this was real. And if you don't think I can beat serial killers, ghosts, or demons, then you're a whole different type of delusional, buddy. You don't know what I'm capable of. I don't need to prove nothing. That's all I gotta say. And in conclusion, this album is so good.
Yes! I knew you knew ball. I knew you knew ball, my nigga. I knew you knew. Hey, tap me up, bruh. Right here, bruh. Land it on me, bruh. Tap me up, bruh. I knew you knew ball, my nigga.
Wow.
I knew he knew ball, bruh. I knew he knew ball, bruh. But there has been the end of horror movie characters. I can beat 3. Shout out the boy Degenerocity. Congrats on 2 mil, bro. You deserve it. And hey, we hitting 300K today. As long as you subscribe, you right there. Subscribe and follow the Twitch. I think the main channel videos might not be live no more. I think only second channel will. So you have to tune in, because you know, you never know what SimBeezy gonna say until you get to SimBeezy's way. I might be slow. All right, man. Have a good one, man. Peace. All right, we got us a Degenerocity video. This is childhood video games. I know I've been pushing this off. I've been, you know what I'm saying? But we here now. Hey, don't mind me. I'm eating a little bit. If I get too loud and the noise gate is too open, let me know. I'll mute in between talking. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to tell me, Simba, shut your ass up. I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't tell me if I'm not eating, because then it's raps. But if I'm eating in your face actively, because I do got these bomb chicken wings and some beef fried rice and shit. But yeah, let's I'm sorry, I backtracked. Let's get into this video, man.
I love distractions. They help me forget the pain of reality. So games to me is like a blessing from the heavens itself. They take us to a new world with new opportunities.
You know what? Sorry, we're only 8 seconds in and I'm pausing. But really sit here and think about it, bro. The parents hated us being on video games. You never gonna do shit with them video games. Now niggas is millionaires off video games, bruh. Millionaires off video games, bruh. You can't make this shit up, bro. Niggas thought the only way you can make money off of being, you know what I'm saying, billionaires on video is when you was like making the games or beta testing. Nah, just playing them bitches. Look at that, man. I look at my mama and get pissed till this day.
Where you could be whoever, with some of them being where you can straight up do whatever you want.
Yo.
It's peak fantasy. It's also a cool pastime. And as a kid, I was a bona fide gamer. I say as a kid because nowadays, other than the usual squad games you play with the homies, I don't really be gaming too much. The only game I really be putting my hours in is Overwatch. And I'm not proud of that. I'm embarrassed. Anyways, that's why I wanted to talk about games that I actually like. Games from my childhood. I'ma just be talking about the games I used.
Okay, well, we are in different eras, but I feel like all the games that he's finna mention, I probably maybe played. But there's some shit that he's not gonna mention that's probably, you know what I'm saying, top tier. If he missed some that I think is top tier, I'm gonna give you mine.
To love and play back then. And there might be 1 or 2 games that you used to play that I might mention. And if I do mention one, we might be long lost twins. Because some of these games are my favorite of all time and have developed me into the man I am today. So take a seat as I discuss my childhood video games. Okay, you sat?
Yeah.
You gotta stay seated because this video is sponsored. No, you can't leave, you already sat! This video is sponsored by RPG.
Get your bread though, you know what I'm saying?
Xbox all my life. Been with them since they sold my mom a new Xbox that didn't even work. Back then,
bruh! Oh my god, PTSD, where is it?
Xbox all my life. Been with them.
PTSD! My nigga, that red ring had me putting my Xbox in the freezer, bro! In the freezer! I was trying everything. Bro.
Since they sold my mom a new Xbox that didn't even work. Back then, I would play most of my games offline because it took us a minute to even get Xbox Live. By the time we got it, the Xbox One was already coming out. Because of that, damn. I ain't really played games like Halo.
Nah, look, when the first Xbox came out, I never got online. Just didn't know how to do it. But when that Xbox, when the Xbox 360, you can plug it in, bro. I put my Xbox in a fucking little TV right next to the monitor. I was telling niggas, get off the phone, bro. I'm plugging this shit in the back of my Xbox. I was going crazy. Ever since then, bro, I'm online with it. Online, all the time, bro.
Or Call of Duty. I know they got story modes, but to me, those weren't the main selling points. I wanted to shoot people and talk shit on voice chat. So I played games where the fun wasn't in having a Wi-Fi connection, but connecting with the story and characters.
Okay.
And what better way to do that than with a property you already know front to back? That's why the Naruto games were my shit. I'm pretty sure I copped every single 360 Naruto game besides Storm 2. These games were so...
I didn't really play any Naruto games on the 360. Only thing I played one Naruto game. I played it on my PSP. Didn't know shit about Naruto, but my brother had the game and I wanted to play with him, and I was always using Gaara. I was fucking shit up with Gaara. I didn't know shit about this. I didn't know nothing about it, bro. Absolutely nothing.
Lit. I must have played the story mode of Rise of Ninja about 11 times by now. Mainly because it was so short. It only covered up to the Gaara attacking the village. And the game is only told in Naruto's perspective, so they skip a bunch of fights and storylines. Sasuke getting the curse mark, skipped. Rock Lee versus Gaara, glossed over. Ino versus Sakura, ain't nobody give a fuck about that, but they skipped that too. Jutsus were also annoying AF to do. You had to hold both triggers and do some quick gymnastics with the sticks, holding it down. Thing almost gave me carpal tunnel. Half the missions are following rings, delivering scrolls, and going against.
Is this the game that one clip from Dashi came from? Where he was like, who said that? And he hit the button, he go click, 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 click. He's like, you gonna wake up when you look in the mirror tomorrow or some shit like that. That clip is hilarious, bro.
Against these bum filler bandits. But back then, I would eat this up like a chicken Caesar salad without the salad. I love the kind of open worldness of the game, running around the village and construction sites. The ults were cool and stylish, and the ramen delivery missions, now those would make me come back to the game for seconds. These parts of the game went hard, and it ain't that hard to impress kid me. All this game needed was the Nine Tails transformation and sexy jutsu for my attention. And it has both. I was raving. In terms of nostalgia, the game went hard, but I definitely say the Storm series was a huge improvement, and I say that not as a diss. It's hard to beat Peak. The Ninja Storm series is literally the best thing anime games can offer. Although I've heard a lot of hype for the Dragon Ball ones, and Roblox got some cool games too. But I doubt any of them are better than Ultimate Ninja Generations or Storm 3.
I ain't playing none of that.
I also used to play a few Xbox Connect games. Now, I got the Connect...
Hey, I was on that Connect heavy, bro. I was on the Connect heavy.
I genuinely thought this was future technology.
Oh, God.
Like, you can control a game with no controller and just using your hands and feet at the camera? This is some Back to the Future type. I thought we gonna have this technology by the Xbox 720, but here it was, right here. So then we got a few...
Hey, wait, the Xbox 720?
Technology by the Xbox 720.
Bro, niggas looking up the Xbox concepts and the PS4 concepts, bro. And you had them songs in the back, them do-do-do-do, bro. We didn't know what the fuck was coming next, bro.
But here it was, right here. So then we got a few games. Connect Joyride and Connect Adventures. Joyride was so fun, connecting both my hands to the game steering. It felt like I was actually driving a real life car. Granted, I only had the demo, so I did one race and it kicked me out. But I played a race on repeat. Connect Adventures, now this was my favorite Connect game. It was a bunch of outdoor activities I think you see a Boy Scout do, like water rafting, wipeout, target practice, stuff you would expect. Played this all the time with my brothers. My favorite one of these mini games was the aquarium one, where you had to block the cracks of glass so you don't drown. And me in real life controlling this game, you would think I'm a mime. Rafting was fun too, till I got to the parts where I have to jump, because the Connect would never pick up on me jumping. Every time I tried jumping, it just wouldn't register in the game.
Nah, it was doing that. It wasn't doing it all the time for me, but it wasn't, bro.
AKA my family. And my room was upstairs. I couldn't be jumping around too much or too loud. My mom might have come in and beat my ass for it. So I was doing a bunch of little jumps, you know? But even when no one was home and I was jumping as high as little old me could, the Connect still wouldn't pick it up. This was a problem for all my Connect games, which is why I fell off of it quickly. I had Sonic Free Riders Connect version, and I never finished a single race on that game because it straight up wouldn't connect my body to the Xbox. It wouldn't work, bro. I would try this multiple times and it never worked. And the game was Connect exclusive. You can't play this with a controller. You have to use the Connect, and since that ain't work, the game was useless. It was with this, I realized I ain't want any more Connect games. My mom would say no to me asking for games all the time. I'm not gonna waste a few times she say yes on getting Kung Fu Panda 2 on Connect. I needed a real game. Luckily, one day, the heavens blessed me with not one, but a 4-in-1 disc game. The Sega Dreamcast Collection. Crazy
man. Peak. Nah, I wasn't. Fuck on the Xbox. I was playing this bitch on the Dreamcast, okay? Fucking peak, bro. Holy. I think they're actually supposed to be remaking this or something.
Taxi, Space Channel 5 Part 2, Sonic Adventure, and Bass Pro Shop. Crazy Taxi.
I ain't gonna lie, I was on Bass Pro Shop a little bit too. I can't cap. I was on Bass Pro Shop a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. What the fuck was I doing? I don't know. I ain't never been fishing in my life, but I did a little Bass Pro Shopping. You know what I'm saying?
Taxi was crazy. Picking up people that expect me to drive them across the entire city in 30 seconds.
Right.
And if I'm 2 seconds late, they get out the car while I'm speeding doing 100 on the...
Yo, they jump out, and they will jump out at the place, bro. Like, do you see how that nigga just pulled up? They're jumping out, and you still get a failed mission, bro.
Sidewalks. Like, they need to get to this stop so bad they willing to break all their bones in their body. We was just going to the gas station. Why you in a rush? But that's what made it fun. Going
in
crazy
the water,
in a car, hitting pedestrians with no consequences. Sounds like a drunk driver's dream. And little me was inspired.
That was
by
my
this.
shit, bro.
This was essentially my GTA before I knew what it was. Great game.
Bro, facts. This was GTA before GTA.
If you don't play BD Joe in the game, I don't trust you.
Oh, God. You gotta play as him. Only black cat, gotta play as him.
Sonic Adventure. I ain't gonna lie, I barely played it. I thought the game looked ugly, and I tried to get into it. I was a big fan of Sonic, which I'll get into later, but
yeah,
I couldn't
fucking
gel
love
with
Sonic
this game,
Adventure.
bro. I hated the way the characters talked. The dialogue would sound so awkward. Their mouths were animated like they had dentures.
I love Sonic
and the
Adventure.
music is great, but the music would be blasting over them talking, so you barely hear anything they're saying. Thank God for the subtitles. I'm sorry to all my fellow Sonic writers. I'm probably speaking straight blasphemy right now. I'm just saying what I thought as a kid. I'ma definitely play this game again in the future. Hopefully the next time I play it, it'll knock some sense into me of how truly great this game probably might be. Space Channel 5 Part 2
played that.
might be the best dance game I've ever played. It's a rhythm game set in space about the villain Purge, who wants the universe to dance for him against their will.
What?
And it's up to local news reporter Ooh La La to save the
never
universe
played
with
this.
her dancing and guns. Space gun. And this game is so fun. The game having fun, wild levels going against alien plant monsters, battle of the bands, and did I mention Space Michael Jackson is a supporting character?
No
and there's a
way.
mission where you have to save him from Purge, and is actually voiced by Michael Jackson himself. This might be the best game of all time. The game is so colorful and stylish too. In the future, everybody got that shit on, bro. Nobody walks out their house with no sauce in this. This is a little bit of a spoiler, but the final battle of this game is probably the most fun I had with a final boss in a video game ever. You finally face Purge. He's freakier than ever. And it's like this one long song and dance battle. Purge and the setting keep changing, becoming more challenging. Then the final transformation battle happens, and it's so fun, bro. Words can't describe how fun this ending is. This is so good, bro. Really, the only complaint I have is that I wish it was longer, because you can legit beat this game in under 2 hours. But during that time, this game will have you dancing more than Nickelodeon Dance 2K edition. Space Channel 5 Part 2. It's up there with my favorites. And the Bass Fishing Bass Pro Shop game?
Yeah, I was playing that. I was playing it.
This fishing.
Nintendo, talk to me.
Before there was anything, before my Xbox, before my Leap Pad, I've been with Nintendo.
Yeah.
I had almost every one of their consoles since my birth. From the Game Boy Advance SP to the Switch.
Elite fucking console.
Every one of their consoles since my birth. From the Game Boy Advance SP.
Game Boy Advance SP. Nigga, I kept it on me. I kept that shit on me, bruh. It was in my pocket on my way to school. Kept that shit on me, bruh. This is top 5 console of the world, bruh. Look, oh my god. I had the light gray one. Cooking. I was man.
To the Switch. Man, grown-up privilege is awesome. You should try it. I was drifting to first place, winning every Mario Kart DS Grand Prix. They used to call me Mustang because of my skills and lack of deodorant. Bakugan Battle Brawlers, though, had me feeling the opposite.
I ain't play that one.
Almost every game on there. It got to a point where I was just going on to play just to change my character's avatar, because they had some really good fits in that game, not gonna lie. New Super Mario Bros., one of my favorite DS games. The story and format is a lot like most mainline Mario games. Bowser's in the drought and Peach is the rainforest. So he kidnapped her and Mario gotta save her ass free of charge for like the 12th time.
Of course,
Levels
always.
were super fun, the boss fights were crazy, PD always had me tweaking with every replay. It's a really good play. But I'ma be real, my memories aren't with the story mode too much. The real fun was playing the mini games and multiplayer. The mini games had me on a chokehold, bro. And when playing a multiplayer against my bros, I'd play harder than Prime Tyson. Danger Bob Danger, where I was avoiding a billion fast fireballs so I wouldn't blow, had me scratching my screen with my fingernails, making my bottom screen look like a cat fight happened on top of it. Puzzle panel had me sweating because I had no idea how to play this back then. I didn't get what panel I was gonna press. Like, how was I supposed to know which one to press? This is too much thinking for a 5-year-old. Wanted, my favorite.
I always played
Wanted.
Wanted.
Would have me locked in looking for Wario, Luigi, whoever big nose ass I was supposed to be looking for. I do my absolute best to find them as quickly as I can. Trying to get that time turned into nanoseconds. I ain't recorded then, but I bet on your grandma's soul I got the world record on this. Soon as I took a glance at who's wanted and I find them, I would beat my stylist on that bottom screen harder than I am. I did not treat my DS with care. And I can't not bring up Luigi's Casino games. This game put me on some of my favorite hobbies. Investing. But when I played his games, I was so bad at them. I didn't know how to play poker. I was 5. Luigi didn't care though. He ain't mind hustling the kid. Only game I was good at was matching cards. And ever since my losing streak against Luigi, I vowed to never lose in the casino ever again, no matter the game. I do not think my promise is going well. The 1v1 multiplayer was the best thing about the game. The first person to get all 5 stars or takes the other person's lives wins. This is the game where bonds would be broken, cause we would absolutely abuse each other in this, jumping on our heads above pits, using the giant mushroom to stomp them out and destroy the stages. And when I'd get the blue shell, wrap it up, because whoever got that won the game. I'd just be cruising in that shell back and forth, killing my bro constantly, till he lost everything and I won. It ain't fun at all being on the other side of that, but being that felt exquisite. This game was so fire, bro. New Super Mario Bros. Is super replayable, fun, and has one of the best multiplayer modes for the DS. Top tier childhood games right here. Moving on from that, imagine something that had all your favorite characters put together in one room for your entertainment. No, I'm not talking about That So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana. I mean Smash. Smashing wasn't just a game, it was a lifestyle. I used to grind this game trying to be
I was ass, didn't give a fuck. Didn't give 2 fucks actually. I was ass, didn't care. I was playing.
Best out of everyone around me. Even rocked the Smash Bros cut at one point. My mains are Lucas, Palutena, and Isabella. And I'd spam the out of their moves. Freezing MFs, exploding MFs, and catching them like a fish. I was not a fun person to play with. Was I good? Let's not go too deep into that. We're talking about the good times here. I've been a part of this franchise since Brawl. Well, actually, I was playing Super Smash Flash before that, maining Naruto and Blade, because I never owned a Wii. I waited for the Wii U to come out for me to actually play Brawl.
I think the Wii U was fucking hot-ass dookie shit.
And if Smash Flash was the game to pique my interest, then Brawl made me a lifetime fan of this franchise. Cause the story mode is a masterpiece. Everyone teaming up against Nintendo's most
The regular
evil
Wii
villains,
was gas.
Ganondorf.
I had the regular Wii. The regular Wii was gas. The Wii U was hot-ass dookie cheeks, bruh.
Wario, Rob, to stop them from blowing niggas up to smithereens. Like, the intro scene is the ancient minister blowing up a whole stadium full of people. The villains had no chill. They did not hold back. This is the scariest Wario had ever been. For the first time ever, he seemed like a real threat. When he's not in his pants, he knows how to put the fear in people. which made the mode even more exciting. The stakes were high. The story had me on an emotional roller coaster too, crying on my hands and knees when Ness sacrificed himself to save Lucas, then going absolutely nuts when Rayquaza showed up, because for a sec I thought he was gonna be a playable character. But nah, they strip-teased me. It's that storytelling would completely distract me from the fact that it was pretty easy to beat. It takes about 2.5 SpongeBob movies to complete. But the world for me is in a standstill when playing this. I wish every Smash game had a story as good as this one, or even had a story in general. World of Light was not it for me, cause it ain't
Never
about
played this.
Outside the boss fights and a few cutscenes, you mostly just fighting NPC spirits collecting trophies for so long. It's
I just
boring.
played. I never like. I don't even think I've ever played Smash Story. I think I've always played somebody else's Smash Story, and I've played that big ass hand. Other than that, I've never actively played the story myself.
Wii U version didn't have a story either. Nintendo really only balled out for Brawl for story mode. The series is like the RoboCop franchise. Only one of them has a good story and the rest are... Brawl is the most nostalgic Smash game for me. It's not the best one, but it definitely has the best story. And also, I can't help but feel nostalgic for the announcement trailers for Ultimate. When Nintendo were dropping teasers for who and what will be added to the game back then would be the most hype I've ever been for any video game. Those were not trailers, those were events. I wouldn't even know or play the games half the characters that were announced were in. Like the hell is a Min Min? And damn, she got bitties. But seeing everyone online go crazy would be enough for me. Binging reaction videos of people going nuts to...
Bro, Etika went crazy off one. I can't remember. This was like a couple months before he passed. I can't even think of it right now. But there was one, and he was just going insane. And I'm like, I don't know who none of these niggas was, but I was just watching his shit, bro.
The people going nuts to their favorite characters from titles they love. And Fire Emblem. Their reactions to these reviews would be so infectious that I can't help but go crazy watching it with them. What a beautiful time that was. When the next Smash comes out, hopefully we can be as enthusiastic. I trust that we will. Once Nintendo announces Goku will be in Smash, that shit would break the internet. Smash Bros for me is not only a great free-for-all fighter, but a way of bonding. I ain't got the best social skills, but soon as you pull out the Switch, that is not a strap, and you trying to smash, you'll have me wagging my tail like a labradoodle. We smashing, bro. And I ain't gonna hold back on you.
That's crazy.
What are we talking about? Smash Bros is one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. But when talking nostalgia, nothing comes close in this race other than a spiky, alien creature. And I'm talking about no other than Rick from Rick and Morty. Sonic is my favorite childhood video game franchise of all time.
Bro,
I know that might...
Sonic is so good. But my main Sonic was the one... I always forget the name of it, but it was the one where you would pick up the little things with the little dot on their head, and you have to feed them and take care of them and put them in an incubator and shit. That was my favorite Sonic, bro. Like, that was one of my favorite Sonics. Bro, it was so good, bro.
Weird to some of y'all, cause Sonic fans don't have the best rep going for us. In fact, the franchise itself don't got a good rep, with games being a Russian roulette to being great or garbage. I know there's a lot to be turned off by, but if you ignore the bad things, there's only good things. Plus, the first Sonic game I remember liking and playing was Sonic the Hedgehog.
I played that
one, the good one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This was one of the first 360 games I've ever played. Most of us know how infamous this game is. It's known as one of the worst Sonic games. The controls were bad. The camera was all over the place. Long ass loading screens that pop up all the time. Glitches everywhere. And just a terrible gaming experience. A terrible gaming experience if you're above the age of 7. And since I wasn't, when I played it, I loved it. I would play this all the time. I thought everything about this was so cool. The story being Dr. Eggman kidnaps Princess Elise to get her Chaos Emerald and to find out the secrets of the Plains of Disaster, also known as Iblis, so he could do his plan of world domination. And Sonic gotta stop him. But also, Silver comes from 200 years in the future, where the world is over. It looked like hell, and it's completely taken over by Iblis. And Silver is told by a guy named Mephiles that the only way to stop this from happening is to kill Sonic. But that isn't true, because Mephiles is actually the other half of Iblis, and he's the bad guy. You can also play Shadow too. Mephiles, I thought, was such a cool villain. His character design went hard. His voice was deep and menacing. In my eyes then, that's all you needed to be evil. I thought the story and characters were engaging and interesting. Though even as a kid, seeing Elise kissing Sonic was a little weird.
That was weird.
Seeing Amy, like his girls are right there, bro. Some of the levels were fun too. City Escape, my favorite. You sometimes get to ride an eagle and drive a car.
I don't think I'd play this.
Are y'all sold on this game yet? But I can't talk about this game without mentioning the glitches, cause they're legit everywhere. Walking upside down on loops, getting sent to space, whatever this is. These glitches would happen so frequently that I could get how people would hate this game and find it unplayable, cause it was. However, maybe it was all the red 40 and pencils I ate then. But
red
I didn't
40
really mind
and
them.
pencils.
In fact, I'd have fun with the glitches on some of my replays. Look, I know for a fact I'm looking at this game through rose-tinted glasses.
Gotta be.
I know if I were to play this today with the patience I have, if one glitch killed me, I'ma rage quit and switch to a game that I actually enjoy. However, kid me loved it. I would replay it, and it's not like I ain't have other games. I played this because it was fun. I played this during a time of my life that only that version of me would enjoy this game. But I can still see myself playing it in the near future.
There's a lot of times where you play a game. I've tried to double back on certain games because I was like, yo, I used to love this game. I think I should still love it at this age. And I'm like, fuck no. Can't play this. It was only good for that time period. You know what I mean?
Project 06 version though. I'm not dealing with those loading screens. I loved Sonic 06. It turned me into a fan. So imagine how I felt when I played my first good Sonic game.
You go
Sonic
roll out of
Unleashed
games?
is my favorite Sonic game. Sonic turns into a werewolf. That's the story. Take my money. The game also starts off with the best looking Sonic cutscene I've ever seen. This shit rivals Pixar. The levels were so zesty. In the daytime, you play as regular Sonic, blasting through stages almost effortlessly in a way I hadn't seen Sonic do. The nighttime, you switch to werewolf Sonic. Although you were a lot slower, swinging and doing combos on those robots and dog things always felt satisfying. The boss fights are whoopee! They were a good mix of challenging while also being exciting. Besides this one, I hated it. When playing this, it was the best Sonic gaming experience I've had at that point. The cutscenes were great. The controls actually
I wonder if he's
worked.
gonna talk about, oh nah, he's running out of time. I don't think he'll have enough time to even talk about like, cause like, shit I used to play, it was some good ass Crash Bandicoots, bro. 007, motherfucking Resident Evil, motherfucking Sims, like, Spyro, like niggas really had that shit, bro. Like those were some fucking games, G.
And there are quick time events. Sensational. But easily my favorite part of Sonic Unleashed is this little nigga right here, Chip. Chip is a fairy bat hybrid, I think, who, when losing his memories after Sonic fell on top of him from falling from outer space.
My brother put me on to all the Need for Speeds and what was it, Need for Speed or Need for Speed Underground and shit like that. Like I would have never, those type of games I would have never played if it wasn't for my brother. You know what I'm saying? So I like shit like that. I owe it to them because like I would have never known.
Becomes his quirky comedic sidekick. For a lot of the game, he don't do much other than cracking jokes, handing out chocolate to people, and just being a vibe. That's all I needed out of him. We weren't just on a mission to get his memories back and defeat an Eggman. On this adventure, we have become friends, companions,
oh, shit.
And I never wanted it to end. Spoilers for Sonic Unleashed in 3, 2, 1. It ends, bro! After going to the temple to regain the Chaos Emerald's powers, Chip gets his memories back. And apparently, this dude is God. His real name is Light Gaia. His job is to protect the world from Dark Gaia. And for millions of years, Dark Gaia would get stronger to destroy the Earth, and Chip would rebuild it back over again. And since Eggman awakened Dark Gaia, he's gotta stop it from destroying the planet. So yeah, he's God. And when we're at the end game boss fight, they are facing Dark Gaia in an epic battle, with them winning at the end, because obviously God and Super Sonic on the same team is like Shaq and Kobe. Might as well bench yourself when seeing them coming. But what I didn't see coming is Chip saving Sonic's life and staying behind at the Earth's core. And we watch him sink into the lava, seeing him for the last time. My nigga Chip is dead.
My nigga Chip.
He died for our sin. This game had me feeling emotions I thought I would never feel for a video game. That by the end of the game, after crying my heart out, it made me want to go on this adventure again so it would never end. Sonic Unleashed is my favorite Sonic game, making me a lifetime fan of the franchise. Not only of the games, but of Sonic itself. I used to be watching those Sonic bloopers and creepypasta videos from back then. Sonic for Hire went 2 times platinum on my iPad. I'd often play fan-made Sonic games on the computer. Final Fantasy, Sonic, that's just a work of art, bro.
If I had played too many Sonic games, I played the one I told you about. I played like 3, and I played a couple. I want to say on my Game Boy, like I definitely had one that I was always doubling back to on the Game Boy for sure.
Time Machine, I'd show this to Leonardo da Vinci because I know he'd quit. I know he knows he can't make something half as good as this. And every Saturday morning, you know I had Sonic X playing on my TV. That Amy Ghost episode had me doodling in my pantalones. I'm kind of yapping at this point. Sonic is the best. Sonic for president. Let's wrap it up. And those were my childhood video games. Of course, they weren't all of them. I didn't bring up no Flash or mobile games, and I didn't.
Oh, bro, the Flash games used to cook, bro. That Lilo and Stitch joint where I'd make the fucking sandwiches. Talk about it. The fucking Sweet Life of Zack and Cody where I'm running through, dodging the shit, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Them Flash games was really it too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Save me on times when I ain't had no console and shit.
Even bring up Pokemon, jeez. But this video has already taken too long to make. I'm basically editing on a Chromebook. Bear with me here. And if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I send you my massage through the screen. Then in the comments, tell me about your favorite
Club Penguin. Oh my god, bro. RuneScape. Let's really talk. I was on these games, bro. I was cool math games. The fucking block game had me in a chokehold in school. What are we talking about?
Childhood video games and what you liked about it. Thank you Opera GX for sponsoring this video and giving me money, and that's all I really wanted to say. So in conclusion, Veridi still for Smash. I ain't forget.
Hey man, chat, what are some of the childhood games that, like, some of your favorite childhood games? I would say one of my favorite games, Mini Clips. Oh, I remember that website. One of my favorite childhood games is definitely Resident Evil 5. That shit was just too good. It was too good of a game. Crazy Taxi. Damn, we really had some Subway Surfers. I don't know. Little Big Planet. Oh my god. Oh, bro, Little Big Planet was so peak and people slept on it. Bro, it was such a good game, bro. Holy shit. RE Games, Club Penguin. Bro, I was there. I was on Club Penguin trying to tip the what you call that shit? The iceberg. Lego Batman. I was on Lego Star Wars. Starburst. What the fuck? But I was on Lego Star Wars Crazy. The nigga was doing a little, the little nigga was flipping so fast, you couldn't really see him. But all you would see is the laser swipe through them and they fucking crumble. Like, man, fucking games, man. Haven't played Little Big Planet in forever. Bro, if they make a remake, like the new Little Big Planet or the Sackboy, I don't fuck with that for real too much. But Little Big Planet 1 and 2, I will get on that game today if they make it a game, bro. Swear to God. Swear to God. Hey, W video though, shout out to Degenerocity. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm mad loud. Alright, so look, this is Degenerocity's the best artist to fall off. You know what I'm saying? Hey, in the dummy itself, I see some, you know what I'm saying? Some of the artists I used to mess with that fall out. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see Degenerocity's opinion. You know what I'm saying? See if we agree or disagree or agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it.
Longevity, a long duration of individual life. Some are long-lived,
Yo.
while others are cut short. Not only can this be applied to living, but also in all art and entertainment. Like, will this piece of work stand the test of time to be remembered as great, or will it be put in a modern art museum? Only time can tell. And many music artists throughout all the years had faded away alongside time. It's crazy to think about, because some of these artists, or at least their songs, were all over the radio and playlists and constantly being replayed. But by next year, nobody's even having a thought about their music, let alone the artist. Their relevance was like receiving a happy ending from a ladyboy in Thailand. It lasts a good minute, but it finishes pretty quick.
Yeah.
Don't judge my hobbies.
Yo, a lady boy? Okay. All right, buddy. Whatever you say.
I'm get the stinky end of this deal by having short bursts of fame, then run straight into irrelevance for the rest of their, well, lives. And the rest are lucky enough to be one-hit wonders, with their hits being so timeless that we never forget them. Like, who can forget 1,000 Miles by What's Her Name? I swear, every time that song comes on in a crowded place, every bad thing that's going on in the world at that moment comes to a halt.
Oh, God. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm home. And you know what I'm saying? To this day, I don't know her name. But that shit was a banger.
All of us sing along in perfect sync. This song legit brings world peace. She doesn't need another hit. And Silent Hill with Watch Me Wimp, Watch Me Nay Nay. I mean, none of us are playing that song nowadays, but when it was out, it was big. Like, all the kids were dancing that song, playing it everywhere. You couldn't escape it. And to show how much of a phenomenon this song was, it was played at the biggest award show in the world.
Yeah, but we don't play that shit no more. Nobody's whipping and nay-naying no more. Everybody just shaking their fucking hips. You know?
The Kids' Choice Award. You can't get bigger than that. That's a career peak for anybody. The impact of that song was insane. So you know the fall gotta be equal to that. Because after the song wasn't hot no more, the man fell off so hard, he murdered his cousin. That's tough.
Yeah, that nigga in jail.
Ma with Ooh. This song will forever be a club hit. Shame she didn't have another. But at least some party or club somewhere will always be playing it. Well,
no, she had, I think she had another one. It didn't come close to Ooh, but I think she had another one. Simba Better. Was that your twin? Simba, that's you. Okay. Here we go. All right. I don't
know. I'm not allowed in clubs, so. Estelle's American Boy.
American Boy,
she's a one-hit wonder, but the song is amazing. Also,
I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York. I'd like to see. Yo, shout out to Stout Day. I want to listen to that after the stream for real. Damn, he about to give. Hold on. Oh, damn. I don't have nothing to write down this shit, right? Because I was about to write down a bunch of music because he's about to give me some bangers. I just feel it.
With a goated verse from the GOAT, the song is genuinely perfect. Well, she ain't really a one-hit wonder if you count the hits she made on Steven Universe. But forget everything I just said. When we think about the best artists to fall off, we think of the ones that had a big breakout song, an album that made people think this person will be here for the long run. They will become a household name, only for them to be in Love and Hip Hop a few years later. Damn. I'm sadly talking about Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap, artist that comes from Jersey.
Hey, damn, Fetty Wap in jail too. Yeah, Fetty Wap I think he just got sentenced to like 7 years, didn't he? Yo, Fetty was that guy. Remy boy, yeah.
Jersey represent, and probably the most popular rapper to come from here. Like, I was searching New Jersey rappers, and the second result is Fatboy SSE.
Oh, so Jesus.
We're kind of lacking. But Fetty Wap in 2015 literally blew up the entire hip-hop industry with his sleeper hit at the time.
Oh, it was 6? Same difference.
Trap Queen, which came out a year prior before it even reached the Billboard charts. And when I tell you everybody was singing this song, it was playing on every radio station, you couldn't escape it.
Oh God, you couldn't.
You can't tell me everyone and their doctors didn't know the opening 6 words of the refrain of the song. I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? And on April 4th, 2015, the song went #1 on the Billboard, beating Pitbull's song.
Damn.
Now, when you beat Mr. Worldwide in the charts, you're destined for greatness. And #1 on Billboard is a crazy feat, don't get me wrong. But this dude still could have been a one-hit wonder. Come on, how many other people went #1 only to be never heard of again? Like, who the hell is the baby? Who? But bro
that's
proved
crazy.
Everyone wrong. Because 1 month after Trap Queen went #1, he released 679 Drake Edition. Now, I have my qualms with Drake.
Yo, stop, dude. Stop, dude.
But I like the song. I like the song. Proving he ain't no one-hit wonder, but at least 2. But soon after that, he released his self-titled studio album. Bro did not waste time. He saw the spotlight was on him, and he took his opportunity in the best way possible.
Fetty was on it. I ain't gonna lie. When did he start falling off though? Like, I don't even remember it. I just stopped hearing shit from this nigga.
Again, My Way, RGF Island. This album was filled with hit songs, or at least songs that would be played all over social media. Like, Fetty Wap was basically the go-to artist to use in your Vine back then. And this dude's music was being played.
And bro, having him on a feature, instant. It was going up, bro. Instant. Now I don't even know, man. I don't even...
all the time on repeat. He was also making the songs he was featured in hits. Like, nobody listened to Save That Money for Little Dicky. Let's be honest. We're all listening for that hook. It seemed like this guy was unstoppable, and you could tell he felt that way too. Cause 1 month after he released his studio album, he released another album. The consistency is crazy. And to top it all off, it was a collab album with none other than French Montana.
Oh.
If you don't know who French Montana is, it's that nigga that Diddy cropped out in that one photo, and for good reason. This man is not a good rapper. Never in your life have you been in a car or a function.
I'll say this. I'll say this. French Montana is not a good rapper, but he knows. He's kind of like a DJ. He can put together really good music. His best song is Ice Cream Truck. That's a lie. His best song is that Unforgettable. His best song is Unforgettable. But Sway Lee sings most of the song. You see what I mean? His Sway Lee sings most of the song. So he's like a DJ Khaled. He can put together hits and it can technically be his song, but you know what I'm saying? So that's what DJ Khaled does. He just gets a bunch of artists together and says DJ Khaled on the hook. And, you know, it is DJ Khaled's song because technically he wrote the song. You know what I'm saying? Technically, French Montana wrote the song, but Sway Lee on the hook made that shit what it was. You see what I'm saying? So it's his song because he wrote it. He's in it. You know what I'm saying? And he requested the features, but, you know. But it technically is his song, and it is. I think it's like that song is past platinum, isn't it? So technically, it's his song, but like, you know what I'm saying?
And someone says, hey, put on that new French Montana. You never heard that. And if you have, you need to find new friends. These are the people that are bad influences that your mom and dad were talking about. Go hang out with murderers and drug dealers instead. At least those guys will have a more positive impact on you than a nigga that willingly listens to French Montana. You have free will in this beautiful life you have, and you spend it on that, you can't trust it. Anyways, their album was called Coke Zoo, and it's 13 songs, and it's a 2 can of ass. Now, Fetty did have a better performance than French on here, obviously, but French had way more songs and verses than him, and overall, the album is just very bland. No song sticks or stands out. It's just a nothing burger, bro. It has no replay value whatsoever. And after this project, his music slowed down on coming out, which is fine. He don't have to be like YoungBoy releasing an album every 3 days. In 2016, the next year, he had a good few charting songs he was featured in, and also his own single, Wake Up, peaking at 50 in the Billboard Hot 100. And during this period of time, it felt like the calm before the storm. Fetty was still in people's mouths. He was still performing sold-out shows and still charting. He was still very much popular, but after 2016, he kind of faded away out of the public eye more and more. He has released projects since then, but none of them created any buzz because overall, all of them were pretty meh. But also, there were no hits. See, Fetty Wap was very much a hit rapper, which is not a bad thing. It's just a bad thing when you want a fan base that would actually stay. And since he wasn't making any more hits, more people stopped talking about him. Plus, his new music sounds identical to the rest of his other music. I mean, you can say the same thing for other artists too, but Fetty's music also sounds dated. Like he was a product of his time and didn't try any new sounds or styles with his music to catch up to his own contemporaries. Damn. Other than that 2018 6ix9ine song Kiki, he has kind of disappeared from the popular space of music. And since then, in late 2022, he's pleaded guilty in drug charges.
Oh, yeah.
And he's looking at 5 to 40 years in prison.
Recently sentenced to 6 years.
But also during his fall off, Trap Queen is Diamond. 10 million units sold.
Damn.
So at least he will also have a legacy to look back on in hip-hop
Diamond is
history.
crazy.
Fetty Wap may have been a victim of falling down the stairs with a mediocre at best discography to look back on. There's another artist that I believe fell off, but on top. Goat-Ye. Goat-Ye was a solo artist from Australia who started his pro music career in 2001 when he released his self-titled EP. And during these years, he sent his EPs to radio stations building a name.
That's what I'm like, Goat-Ye. The fuck? I know exactly who that is. I know exactly. I'm like, Goat-Ye. Somebody that you used to know didn't have to cut me off. And when I've been to my world, not. Yeah, that's him. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga disappeared, bro.
For himself up to the release of his debut album, Like Drawing Blood, in 2006. And this album is actually pretty good. The songs have a unique flow and groove to them, and I'm terrible at describing music I like. The music sounds good to my ears. And apparently others thought the same because this album was pretty successful in the indie space. It was critically acclaimed. It was voted best album of 2006 in a listener poll by Triple J, a popular Australian radio station. The track Heart's a Mess was ranked number 8 on the station's Hot 100 of 2006. It also went platinum in Australia. Like, bro wasn't a nobody before his real big hit happened. Or at least not a nobody in Aussie land. It even won iTunes Album of the Year in the UK in 2008. Bro was kind of a big deal, and he would become an even bigger one once he released his second solo album in 2011.
That's my shit right there.
Where one of his lead singles, Somebody That I Used to Know, well, blew the fuck up. I love this song so much.
It is so good.
I wish I could pick a different song as my favorite since I've listened to all of his solo music and also to see more
it's
cultured,
such a good fucking song.
But this is my favorite song from him. No matter how many times I listen to it, even after 10 years later, it doesn't get old. And the whole sound of the song is unique too.
And you can like, bro, it's like, when you think about songs perfectly put together, that one is definitely up. That shit is timeless. I don't give a fuck. That song is timeless. It's just the do 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 do. That shit, that fucking beat. And then when they hit somebody that you used to like, bro, come on, bro. And then the video went perfect. And then this nigga just disappeared. It was so good. Overplayed? Shut the fuck up. No, it wasn't. That shit was a fucking banger.
2010's pop radio songs were sounding more like electronic EDM dance music, sounding like a YouTube gaming channel intro. You know, a lot of them sound dated too, but not this song. Never this song. And the song did get his flowers. A lot of them too. And after his world tour, all eyes are still on him, especially since he just won the Record of the Year at the Grammy Awards. The people were waiting for more music from him. Except that ain't happened. Bro went radio silent, and not in a people weren't interested in him no more kind of way. No, bro disappeared from everywhere. Social media even started rumors saying he was dead, where he went out of hibernation just to tweet, "Nah, I'm alive." Then not long after the tweet, he posted a blog post saying he no longer will be releasing solo music and Goat-Ye will be no more. Huh? This dude just released one of the biggest songs of the decade and now he's quitting? Why?
Crazy.
That's like shooting yourself in the foot. What the heck? Well, one, in the post, he said he wanted to only focus working on music with his band, The Basics. By the way, he's in the band. I didn't mention that. And in interviews, he talks as if he doesn't really want the insane fame in the first place, which is fine, I guess, if that's what he wanted. Plus, I bet he can have a steady...
Give us another fucking banger then. Like, you can go, you know what I'm saying? You can shoot another, you know what I'm saying? You don't just shoot one basket, make it, and then leave off the court. You know what I'm saying? Shoot the second one before you go. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, a little hook shot on the way out the door. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure you still got it. A little layup or something. Something, nigga. We don't want the band shit. We want Goat-Ye.
He living for the rest of his life on that one song alone. It's just missed potential. Cause Goat was genuinely a great artist who could have stayed for the long run, instead of that one song being mostly his remembered legacy. Like, Bronte is a great song and has a greater music video. More people should see this. He still releases music with his band The Basics, but I haven't listened to them yet. Plus, I've heard he's mainly the drummer. But Goat
mainly
is
the drummer? Nigga was hitting the crazy notes and he's mainly the drummer? Get out of here with that shit. Get out of here with that shit, man. Mainly the drummer. You high?
Musician, so I wouldn't be surprised if I do like his band too. And maybe, hopefully, he could release more solo music in the future. Alright, I'm gonna stop glazing this dude and move on to the next man. Or baby. Da Baby. Rapper, meme, car. He's mad popular. Also, some of y'all might be thinking, I thought this was the best artist to fall off. Why he here? And yeah, he might not be nowhere near the best in anything, but I like Kirk and Baby on Baby.
I ain't gonna lie, niggas was just talking about on Twitter. His 2017, the baby fell off. Yes, his newest song is starting to do some numbers on TikTok, but he did fall off. However, this nigga's 2017 to 2020 run was crazy. Yeah, Shake Something ain't bad. But that nigga, bro, when I heard his feature on that what the fuck was that album? What was that album? I know it. Shit. What was that album? Oh goddamn, what was that album? The Dreamville album, I believe. I believe it was the Dreamville album. No, not Roddy, not Bop. It was a song with J. Cole and the other dude. That feature was amazing. That feature was fucking amazing. And he fucking killed it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was like, oh, he only Under the Sun. Yes, thank you. His feature on that song was such a fucking banger, bro. That shit was it was so good because niggas was like, oh, he only got one sound. And then boom, he came out with that and niggas thought, oh yeah, this is it. He got other sounds. He can go. And then he went right back to that other sound. And I'm like, damn, man. Come on, bro. Please. No, that was man.
You know, I think he is a better discography than Fetty Wap. So now, although this guy's fall from grace is kind of recent, it's very evident that this man is 100% not the big star he used to be. Bro in 2019 and 2020 was on top. He released 3 albums that made it to the top of the charts. Had hit after hit. Bro's song Rockstar with Roddy Ricch was #1 for 7 straight weeks. He was nominated for 6 Grammys, endorsement after endorsement, TV performance after performance, getting away with murder at a Walmart. It seemed like nobody could stop this dude. But then this guy decided to be in a bunch of controversies. Assaulting airport kiosk workers, slapping a female fan for trying to take a picture of him, beefing with JoJo Siwa just cause she's taller than him. Bro was just constantly...
this nigga, he was wildin'. I ain't gonna lie. It was just like every time you turn... Bro, niggas literally made a fan page, or literally made a page to count down the days he wasn't in drama or some mess. There was literally pages. It was like, all right, 10 days since the baby hasn't been in drama. There's literally a page for that was counting down the days.
Getting in trouble. And the final straw was that 2021 Rolling Loud set where he just started saying the dumbest shit.
Ladies, if you like to shove bowling balls and pineapples up your pussy, put your cell phone flashlights in the air right now. And fellas, if you like sucking on balls, leave. I ain't with that gay stuff, man. Leave, man. I ain't no Frank Ocean. Leave that stuff at home.
Yeah, dude said some homophobic stuff, and basically the whole industry turned on him. He lost a majority of his endorsements. Bro was pulled off of concert lineups, and overall, the public wasn't really messing with him no more. He even one time had to cancel his New Orleans show because it only sold 500 tickets in a venue that's supposed to seat 14,000. If that doesn't indicate a fall off, then I don't know what does.
Crazy.
His recent album, Baby on Baby 2, only sold 17K first week versus his 2019-2020 albums that would sell 150K, getting #1 on the Billboard charts.
150K from 150K first week to 17. God damn. God fucking damn. That gotta hurt. That gotta hurt your chest. That gotta hurt in here. It gotta hurt. Oh my God. I would have cried in the car.
It just seems like bro really messed his own career up for nothing. And some people still might say he hasn't fallen off. Look at his Spotify monthly listeners. Bro's still pulling big numbers. Okay, remove the Dua Lipa song and that cuts off at least half of these listeners off, minimum. Then remove Rockstar and that's probably minus 5 million right there. Most of this dude's listeners are only listening to his hits that most of the time he's only featured in. It ain't that hard to pinpoint this info. And do I feel bad for his fall off? No! Bro did this entirely himself. Even on his new album, Baby on Baby 2, on his song Socks, he says,
lost 20 million for keeping it real, bitch. I don't give a fuck about no money.
Bro isn't even sorry. He basically said all the apologies he said in the past don't mean nothing. But who knows? Maybe he will make a comeback. He has a new song that debuted number 92 on the Billboard Hot 100. Although the Repo Reaper on TikTok is the only reason his song...
I ain't gonna lie, the Repo Reaper is carrying. Like, the song is going a little crazy, but the Repo Reaper is dead ass carrying. Niggas hear that song and think they fucking car getting towed. That yo, that nigga is carrying.
It's getting any streams. That tells you where his career's at right now. All right,
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Reason his song is getting any streams. That tells
the Baby and Stunner for Vegas were like LeBron and Wade in the heat in like the early 2010s, bro. Like 2012, what was it? 2012, 2013. Them niggas was not missing. These niggas together was like Bonnie and fucking Clyde. And you know what happened to Stunner for Vegas? He had a baby, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, you know? Shout out him and Manalo. But he ain't been really like that on top because the nigga that was supposed to bring him up started fucking up. Like, damn, bro. I ain't hear nothing from Stunner for Vegas in a grip. You wanna know why? This nigga. This nigga.
Tells you where his career's at right now. All right, I gotta move.
Stunner was always ass? You thought so? I think he had a he like his features on some of the Baby songs and vice versa was pretty good to me. I didn't, you know what I'm saying?
On from this dude and talk about a person that genuinely hurts my soul that I had to say this. Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper started his career with his breakout mixtape.
Bruh, I'm so glad he's not on drugs no more. But when he was on drugs, listen, to this day, I still bump that album. When he finally was able to put that motherfucking album on Apple Music, I was so happy, bro. I was so happy he was able to put that album. Yo, to this day, that shit is in the runs. Now, I mean, he just recently dropped a song. I don't know if he dropped anything after that, but there was a song that he dropped that's like, it has like a Chicago feel to it. That's not bad, but Acid Rap, bro.
Tape 10 Day, which was okay. But then the year after, Acid Rap came out and it was
10 Day was good. Acid Rap, fucking phenomenal. I stay bumping Acid Rap.
In my opinion, it's up there with hip-hop's best all-time mixtapes. Bro brought a unique sound to hip-hop with the fun, bouncy, and sometimes melodic tracks here. The whole mixtape brings a supreme vibe to it that a lot of other projects don't bring. Also, his ad-libs going, every track, breathtaking, revolutionary. Acid Rap is just a great project that introduced his talents to a much wider audience. Bro was destined to be big, especially upon the release of his album.
Coloring Book
mixtape. The Coloring Book. In middle school,
Coloring Book was good. It was great. And it sounded like he was still on his shit, but off drugs. And I'm like, yo, Coloring Book is amazing. But where he fucked up at is only dropping. I don't think he should have gave Apple the exclusive rights to his album for like, what was it, like the first year? And I ain't gonna lie, I was so pissed off I had fucking Spotify around this time. I had Spotify as soon as this nigga dropped Coloring Book and I could not get the fuck. I'm like, bro, that was so stupid. I get Apple probably gave you a bag for the exclusivity of that shit, but you killed your streams on that album, bro. You killed your streams on that album. You should have just released the bitch. But I ain't even mad at it. That shit low-key made me switch over to Apple Music. But after that, bruh, like, just, bruh.
adored this album. It was constantly in my rotation. And personally, I loved it more than acid rap. I had every song on here on repeat. And my favorite song on the album would change like every week. My favorite is All We Got. No, it's Angels. No, it's No Problems. No, it's Juke Jam. This album is like perfect. I mean, I don't think it's top tier hip hop music or anything. But
it's just a good album.
Complaints about the album other than the mixing and All Night, but I can forgive it. This album is great. I love this album so much. He deserved all the praise and awards he got from it. This album was a big part of my middle school days, and Chance was definitely one of my favorite rappers, period, during that time. I was deeply anticipating more Chance music in the future.
Hell yeah.
I mean, he met Kanye West. He was never going to fail, right? So his next project was bound to succeed. And then it happened. 3 years after the coloring book, he announced his debut album, The Big Day. Holy guacamole.
Was that a clip from Etica's stream?
Day. Holy.
Bro, I know this format. I know this. Yo, his face isn't even in the stream. I know this nigga's format anyway. Anywhere, bro. R.I.P. the nigga, bro. R.I.P. the game. R.I.P. fucking Etika. But I know this nigga's fucking layout of his stream anywhere. I miss this nigga, bro. Miss this nigga, bro. Oh my god. Damn. You know?
Holy guacamole. This was a big day for me. I couldn't wait. I was ready. And on Friday morning, 12 a.m. on release, I put on my headphones. I could feel the sweat going down my gluteus maximus. I am so happy. Then I pressed play. And as I was listening to the music, the songs felt a little off.
W42 months
from his previous music. It was perhaps a little more experimental or something. Maybe not that. Wait. Dog, what the fuck am I listening to? It was garbage. Dreadful. Gobbledygook, and not in like a French Montana Fetty Wap Coke Zoo nothing burger kind of way. Because if it was, it would actually be better. Because with a nothing burger, you just get no nutrition or enjoyment out of it. The Big Day is like receiving a lobotomy. Like, first, this album had like 8 writers and 8 producers for each song. 2, the lyrics are just look at this. Yeah. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly with a peanut butter jelly. It will break your back.
Yeah, that shit was doodle water to me.
By the way, almost all the lyrics on this album are this corny and this trash. And when he's not talking about peanut butter jelly or God, he's talking about loving his wife. Now, I understand you love your wife, dude. I love your wife too. But if you're not going to talk about your love for her in any kind of interesting way or do it in any other creative way other than just say, I love her and she's beautiful, she's my queen. Bro, can you talk about something else? Can you talk about doing drugs again, please? Every song has the same rhythm, tone, feel. It doesn't change or do anything interesting, which is even worse since this album is almost an hour and 20 minutes long.
Yeah, I didn't.
Honestly,
yo, I heard like 3 tracks off that bitch and didn't listen to the rest of it.
An album from an artist I loved I've ever listened to. Cause even with the albums I don't like from artists that I love, there's usually a good few tracks I would come back to, that I like, but not this one. Not a single one on this album has replay value. And when I say these things, I don't mean for anybody to shit on Chance, because I still think overall he's a great artist. It's just this project upsets me so much because this has been basically his last album for the past almost 4 years. And the album sucks. The man has released very little music since this album, outside from that Christmas mixtape he released in 2020 with Omarion or whoever. I don't care.
Nah, nigga said Omarion.
That's not a real project. And I feel like this dude knows the bad reception his album gets. That's why he's been wearing his #3 hat promoting Coloring Book for the past 7 years. I swear this hat is surgically attached to this man. Take that shit off already. Damn! Maybe I'm looking at Chance's last projects through rose-tinted glasses, because I listened to those albums as I was a kid. And even
it was just like niggas had high hopes, bro. Niggas really had high hopes. Acid Rap, Coloring Book, 10 Days. It was all 3 of them were really good freaking projects. And to go from those really good projects to that fucking heap and hop fucking piece of shit was crazy.
Is a terrible album. I am so happy for the current success of Chance in his career. I love seeing him being part of modern media despite not releasing any music in a number of years. I am so happy for him. He might have fallen off quality-wise, but I only want future uphill success for him, no matter if he releases any more music or not. And if he does release more music, hopefully this album was just a hiccup, and he starts burping again. And yeah, I feel like I've discussed enough in this video, although I definitely could make a part 2 to this. There's a few others off the top of my head that I could list, like Coldplay and Maroon 5. Like, how you go from this to this? Like, seriously. Also, there's one more that fell off quality-wise that I can rant about for days on end. But that's for another day.
Wait, no.
I feel like I've said my piece.
No, who?
And in conclusion,
Pineapple Pizza is not
like Hot Shower. I'm sorry. It's kind of grown on me. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. Hey, man. Listen, all I'm saying is Chance got some decent stuff now, but it's just not touching acid rap, man. Like, hey, please, he gotta come with the bangers, bro. But W video, shout out to Degenerocity, man. All right, man, we got us a Degenerocity video. This is Annoying Characters 3. Did I watch 1 and 2? I believe I watched 2, because he was talking about Sydney Sweeney, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if I watched 1 though. I have a bad memory.
I'm gonna help you then, I'm gonna help her now. We don't teach these kids to fight with anger. That's not the Miyagi-Do way.
Hey y'all, what's up? How y'all doing?
Am I bugging? It sounds fast as hell.
Don't act like we're sweet. You've been gone for dang near 2 months. My food is already cold.
All right, chill. It's okay. I'm back now. That's all that matters.
Oh, okay, it's better now.
Half the time, so for me it felt like a week. And during this
you was what for half the time?
All that matters. Plus, I was baked for half the...
Baked is crazy.
And during this long week, I've been reading, watching, learning. During my journey of self-discovery and euphoria, I remembered how much I hate certain people. On my TV, we're back with more annoying characters. I've watched a few more shows and movies since my last one, and I wanted to pop a blood vessel real quick to rant about them. Before I yap my mouth ranted for however long. Real quick, these characters don't make or break a show or movie for me. In fact, I really like most of the stuff I watch that I'm mentioning here. It's just that the characters I mentioned here, I'd love to see get ran over by a bus. We all on the same Wi-Fi? Let's start and get connected. Caillou. Now remember that valid argument I said like 10 seconds ago? Yeah, that don't apply for him. This dude makes the show unwatchable. I'm surprised I ain't brought him up in the past, cause whenever I try to watch him back in the day, it felt like one big commercial for Plan B. Man, cause this dude was it seemed like every episode
wow. Yo, that's actually crazy that he used that meme and then it pops up. Holy
big
shit.
Commercial for Plan B. Man, cause this dude was a demon. It seemed like every episode this dude was whining and complaining about the most trivial stuff.
He sound like you.
Which one of y'all said that? Whenever he ain't crying, he's making a mess and causing problems. Blaming his sister for stuff he messed up, refusing to take baths, always wanting to start beef with new people he meets, being bald, this just too much to list. I swear, I wouldn't be able to handle being this boy's dad, bro.
Silly old car. Silly.
Oh, hell no. Nah, I see it. You know, I was never really a fan of Caillou. So, like, from the clips I did see, I seen the little nigga was, you know, saying fucking annoying. But holy shit, this clip ain't helping at all either.
I'm ass up before I beat it. Damn, I can hear you from downstairs. I can't stand it. I'm watching the game, and I got $2,000 on Caitlin Clark scoring 15 in the second half. You f***ing whip my parlay, boy. You know, child labor might be illegal here, but I'll send your ass to China make a boost for Sheen in a lick of a second. You already looked the part, you'll fit right in. If I have to come up here again, I'm bringing Diddy with me. Swear to God,
I'm bringing Diddy with me? Yo. If I gotta come back up here, I'm bringing Diddy with me. Okay, G. Oh my God.
Just a few of the war crimes he's committed. I remember this one episode where he invited his friend over to play in his room with his toys, but she wanna play doctor and he wanna play dinosaurs. And when she start using his toys for doctor, he get all mad for no reason. Then he runs to his mom lying saying she took the toys. No wonder he a skinhead. This Blaming
Lying is crazy.
that little black girl for something she didn't even do. Bro would have been a D1 police informant if this was the 1940s. And I know some people are gonna say, oh, he's just a kid. You know, some kids actually act the way that he does. Well, maybe some kids don't deserve to be adopted. I don't know, cause he don't look nothing like either of his parents.
Oh my God.
His daddy not bald, his sister not bald, and I'm 70% sure his mom is not wearing a weave. So that's his excuse.
Oh my
He's not
God.
even their kid. Send him back home with Annie. Some might say
my-
I'm doing too much over this child. And you probably right. I just hate kids. Next,
That's valid though, you know what I'm saying?
Daniel LaRusso from Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai has turned
I
into
never
a
watched
junk
this.
food show. I think seasons 1 and 2 are genuinely good, but then for me, season 3 and onwards, the story and characters felt like they were being written by Disney Channel. It's gotten so ridiculous. But I love it. But one thing that stayed the same throughout the entire series is Daniel LaRusso's annoying ass. Bro is constantly trying to one-up Lawrence, the best character, even when the dude is broke, drunk, and a bum who got nothing else going on. But as soon as Lawrence opens up Cobra Kai, all cause he can't get over his high school bully, being like, I can't have Cobra Kai be a thing. It's not the Miyagi way. And oh my God, I have never seen a man glaze another man to this capacity in all my days. This man rides Mr. Miyagi like a roller coaster. Damn near everything he talk about, whether it be karate, food.
Wait, so he opened up that dojo just because his high school bully opened up a dojo first? Yes. Nah, that's crazy dick suck. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's crazy dick suck, bro. That's real loser behavior. That shit is insane. Nasty grudge, bro. Let it go. Get a job. The thing is, the nigga had a job. I could have sworn it just said it looked like he worked at a fucking it looked like he worked at a car dealership. So you telling me you took that money and went and opened a dojo he owns it. He owns the dealership. So you own the dealership and you took time out your day to go open a dojo because your high school bully opened a dojo. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off.
Food or sex. This dude will find some way to ride Mr. Miyagi's dead meat mid-conversation. Bro would do tricks, splits, and backflips on it if Mr. Miyagi told him to. I'm surprised he ain't lose all his purpose when he died. Instead, he worships Miyagi more than Jesus. Now, I ain't watched the Karate Kid movies, so I don't know Miyagi all that well. But if he were alive today and saw how Daniel be acting and talking about him, he'd probably be like, Daniel-san, oh, you suck a hella dick. I really can't stand this grown man. He like 60, acting like this in front of his high school karate students who are like in their mid-20s. Just embarrassing.
High school karate students who are in their mid-20s is a crazy sentence. It is an insane sentence, bro.
Karate students who are like in their mid-20s. Just embarrassing. Next, anybody that made Sombra and Spawn camps. I hate you. You make the game more unplayable than it already is, and don't reproduce. Next, Starlight. I love the boys.
Okay, I get this. I do get this. Like, I fuck with Starlight, but there were some instances where I'm like, all right, bro, lock the fuck in. Like, boom, for instance, crazy pause. I'm sorry, bro. Hold on.
Especially this newest season.
It got worse.
But at the end, I think it was just as good as season 3. Mostly because the end of that season had that bull where Butcher and Homelander teamed up against Soldier Boy. Man, I'm still mad. But I digress.
Get me
We're
straight to the
Starlight.
bitch.
Now, in the earlier seasons, I think she was a pretty good character.
Facts.
And I still think she is. But as of late, there's been moments where I'm just like, shut up. And I'm not talking about how she looked like Michael Jackson now. I don't care about that. I mean how she got all upset at Huey because he ain't know the shapeshifter wasn't.
Cause he didn't know. He didn't know, bro. How are you going to get upset at somebody? She's a shapeshifter. She took your shape. I'm supposed to just automatically assume that there's a shapeshifter in my house?
Her after he proposed to her and they did a whole bunch of snuggling. I know you were chained up for days, barely getting any food and water, but you do too much. Who cares about that? It's all in the past. It's not Huey's fault that she's
crazy.
A better side bitch than you ever were, and how she always try to act intimidating with them glowing eyes.
But her powers, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Nice, bro. Nobody's scared of you. Sit down. Like, what's she gonna do? Flash me? Sounds like a reward. Go ahead. And before you start pointing fingers at me, I'm not being sexist or nothing. I love Kimiko. She bad as hell.
I fucking love Kimiko. She's cooking right now. She's cooking. Kimiko, man, shout out my goat, man. Shout out my goat, man. Kimiko be holding it down, bruh. Holding it down.
Miss Newman, baddie. And if the Deep is smashing Sister Sage, then I'm throwing my shot at her too. The Deep always got the best taste. Plus, I love me a girl that can help me take over the world. How can I be sexist when I want to have sex with all these women? You can't call
this nigga, bro. This nigga, bro.
Call me out. And that part when she was against Huey when he was trying to get Victoria to join the boys with them, that had me rolling my eyes so far back. Like, okay, Starlight, I get that.
I ain't gonna lie. Fucking Butcher pissed me off here so bad. He pissed me off so bad here. Like, I get why you don't trust her, but you just really ruined the main leverage that you niggas had in this situation. He pissed me off so bad, bro. Oh my God. Bro, I'm like, what the fuck?
She's foiled our plans multiple times, and we have really no reason to trust her at all. But can't you see Huey's trying to get some pussy? Calm down. Dang. Maybe Huey might not be a good boyfriend. Nah, it's Starlight. It's Starlight. Yeah, my Starlight examples are kind of nitpicky, and I still like her overall, but sometimes she just make me... You know, next, Deku. Now, I never been a huge fan.
You know what? Somebody said this in chat, and I also saw it on Twitter. Niggas was mad at Degenerocity for his Deku take. I've never watched My Hero, so I don't know, but... You know what I'm saying? Fuck that whiny motherfucker. Okay. Oh Lord, let's see what's going on.
Fan of MHA, but I've always liked the series overall. One thing I really ain't like about it though was Izuku Midoriya, aka Deku. Always saw him as kind of a crybaby and a doormat. Always bawling his eyes out for every little gesture someone gives him. And a doormat cause how he became friends with Bakugo so quick. Like this dude has bullied you to the point of you wanting to self-check out for years. Yet just because he found out where I got my power from, he wanna be in my life now? No, you can kick rocks and go kiss Kirishima. I don't wanna be friends with you. I want you around me. I don't care if you know my secret. I will 1,000,000% Delaware, Mississippi smash on you if you tell anyone or talk to me. Is what Deku should have done. Instead of crying tears of joy when Bakugo says, hey, you weren't completely dog during training today. Oh my God. Thank you so much. But this could have all been fine, you know. I seen the power of friendship done well in stories, so maybe in the end it would have all been worth it. However, the manga recently ended, and honestly, I think Horikoshi is either trolling or hates Deku just as much as me, cause this was weak. The final chapter had everybody in his class end up as successful big star heroes 8 years in the future, while Deku lost his quirk, working at UA as a teacher. What is this? Huh? I thought the story was building up to you being known as the greatest hero. Not my PE teacher. Why isn't he a hero no more? We seen motherfuckers be strong and crazy fast with no support of their quirk. Stain was faster than every hero he came across, including Lita, and he known for speed. Mirio is strong as hell, not because he can phase through walls, he just be hitting the gym. Deku could have done this. Imagine a hero as fast as Stain, as strong as Mirio, with a gun, and the aim of Snipe. That's at least a top 5 strongest hero in the MHA verse. Don't at me. None of that requires no quirk either. So there's no excuse. This not even the nail on the coffin. He don't even end up with Ochako. There ain't no sign of them being together. So you telling me at the end of the entire story, Deku is quirkless, bitchless, and on a teacher's salary?
Damn.
Maybe Bakugo was right. You should kill yourself. This ending is so disappointing for Deku. He gone through hell and back for this outcome. All for one, one for all. Man, this was all for nothing. And at the final chapter, he's saying, well, I may be quirkless, but at least I made use of it when I had it, and I can encourage people with their own quirks too. So there's something awesome about that. And then this is him 2 panels later. Yeah, he don't even agree with himself. He coping. At least give my boy $1 million severance check every year. He saved the word for Christ's sake. But nah, we got this. Welcome to Ronald's. What would you be ordering
Nah,
today?
McDonald's.
Yeah,
Put my order in the bag,
4 for 4
nigga.
meal and a Whopper without a Big Mac. That'll be $12.97. Yeah, no problem. Would you like your receipt? Nah, no thank you. You know, I used to be a hero once. I saved the world from total annihilation. Yeah, and I'm LeBron James. Can you give me my damn food? I haven't feed my kids in 2 days. And you only got them a 4 for 4? Next, sadness from
Bro, I'm sorry. That meme is so hilarious, bro. Nigga said, Man, I ain't eating 2 days. Put my food in the bag, bro. I don't care about it. Bro.
Sadness from inside out. Bro, just kill her. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat it. It'd be better off she was so annoying in the first movie, causing all the problems.
I ain't gonna lie, she was.
Making Riley damn near bipolar and running away from home. All cause she wanted to feel included. Bitch, nobody wanna be sad. That ain't a good feeling. Who chooses to be sad in general? It's never a good time. Like when I'm joyful, I could be smiling, laughing about my day and stuff, and then I remember, oh wait, I'm me.
Hey.
Nobody likes that feeling. Nobody should go through that pain, those emotions. Normally, I would just want them to make Riley think of the idea, hey, just take an antidepressant to make sadness just disappear. But I know joy would most likely disappear first, so that ain't an option. So instead, sadness, just sit your ass in the corner and we'll call you over when Riley has her first breakup or when she's at her grandma's funeral, whatever. But in the meantime, don't bother Riley or anybody else in the world. And if I catch you messing up anybody's day, it'll be on sight. I'm just gonna go up to the next sad person I see and just whoop-ah! Next, Skylar White.
Bro,
Breaking Bad.
Skylar had pissed me off so fucking bad. It's actually insane. Giving your boss, your husband's money? What are we talking about? And then the nigga was scamming.
Known as one of the greatest TV shows of all time with some of the greatest cast of characters of all time. Also contains one of the most hated characters ever, Skylar, Walter's wife. Hated by almost the entire fan base so much it feels like she's universally hated. And I think she's not bad at all. I actually like Skylar. When I finished the series and reflected on the things she went through and her actions,
she went through some shit, but like the way she went about a lot of shit, like you could have just, if you didn't want in, you could have got it out. You know what I mean? Now, was it fucked for her to get the butt end of everything at the end? Of course it was. Of course it was. But the way you went about certain shit just to be spiteful to Walt is crazy.
I think almost all of them are justified. At the start of the show, Skylar is left in the dark for so long about what Walter's doing, why he's suddenly gone all day. She's worried sick about him thinking he cheating. Come to find out he's selling that good stuff. From then on, she's genuinely never happy again. She can't divorce Walt and only working together with him to keep what's left of this family together. Going against her morals just to do what she thinks is best for her children, only for it to all end in disaster. And Walter is the one who put her in this situation in the first place. She feels trapped. Yeah, there's a few things she's done that's a little cringe. You know, that birthday song Forever Be Haunting Me. And yeah, she cheated on Walt, but that was only after she found out about his business and wanting the divorce. And also the refrigerator scene happened. Did y'all forget that happened?
It did happen. Now, that refrigerator scene did happen. Walt was wilding, but they both got to take accountability. What Walt was doing was terrible, yes. It was fucking terrible. But I understand why he was doing it. And if you didn't want to be a part of it that bad, you should have left the nigga. Cheating on him is crazy. Now, I understand why you didn't divorce him, because if you ever got caught, you would have had to testify against him. Like, and then you want to make my business part of the business. Like, it's like she was half in and half out. That's where I have the problem. It's either you're all in or you're all out. Half in and half out is crazy. And then trying to take the moral high point. You know what I'm saying? You can't be half a drug dealer, you know what I mean?
I will defend Skylar to the dusk of dawn. I think she's a great character. I'm only bringing her up because she's known as the worst. How you gonna hate Skylar for just being a nagging wife and praise Walter like, hell yeah, let Jane die, kill that kid. It's all for the good.
I didn't praise Walter either. Walter's fucking terrible. And very fucking selfish. Very fucking selfish. A lot of the shit he did was very selfish. He liked to say it was for his family, but he did that shit for himself. He did that shit so he can feel something again. The nigga was supposed to be a big old chemistry person that makes a lot of money and ended up being a teacher. It was essentially a midlife crisis. That's what that was. Him selling drugs was a midlife crisis.
Oh yeah, family. Yeah, fam. Y'all directing your hate to the wrong person. Cause how is she the most hated when Walt Jr. exists? Oh my God, I hate this.
You hate Walt Jr.?
So what you
Walt Jr. hate is crazy.
saying is, you're a liar. Oh my God, he's just selling meth. You acting like he's selling crack or robbed a Walmart or something. Release my nigga. Release my nigga. He making a big deal out of nothing. If I found out my dad is in the empire business, I'm gonna be like, wait, you sell what? How much money you make? That much? And you're not sharing? You made me pay for your food yesterday and you had this much? You greedy bastard! Next and last person I want to talk about isn't really a character, but he certainly acts like one. It's Kanye.
Oh my God.
How could you say that? He's the GOAT. I thought you loved Ye. Nigga, you think I want to say this? Do you? I'ma just be blunt with this. Vultures 2 is not good. It is so mid. It's disappointing. It don't even sound like they even trying. I mean, maybe Ty Dolla is. I can't tell. The nigga sound the same in every single song he's ever been in. But lyrically, Ye is at his weakest. I don't even feel like praising the few tracks I like, cause the overall album is just so nothing. And I see new Kanye fans praising the album, saying it's overhated. Like, I'm glad you guys liked it, but I was a Kanye fan when he released Ye and Kids See Ghost within a week of each other. A week! And those two albums have some of his best songs to this date. So me expecting something of similar quality, and then I got these two albums instead this year, you can try to understand my disappointment. And I know Kanye isn't mentally healthy, probably more now than ever with this nitrous gas he's huffing now. Which...
He's huffing nitrous? Oh my God.
If you ain't know, literally kills your brain cells and causes permanent brain damage. You may ask, why even willingly do something like this? Because it can get you higher than the Empire State, while also slowly killing you. And knowing Kanye, as creative as he is doing this stuff, hurts. Hurts, bro. And there ain't nothing I can do other than hope he got actual helpful friends and family around him and telling y'all to not do that. Don't do whippets, gas, none of that. Just smoke weed like a normal person, but not those bootleg 10-gram, $20 smoke shop carts. That'll kill you too. Or even better, don't even do drugs. You're only hurting yourself and the people around you when you're doing hard ones and the stuff Ye is on. I don't want to see anyone else doing it. I don't care about Vultures 3. I want Ye to be healthy and get mental health more than any form of new and future music.
Valid.
And yeah, that was Annoying Characters 3. Kind of a downer to end on, but I had to say something about this. But it would have been a bigger downer to end on my alternative character pick, Debbie from Shameless. But I've had too many migraines making this video. It's just, if you know, you know. She's terrible. Literally.
Man. She for sure needs to be in number 4. She for sure needs to be in number 4. Oh my God.
The worst. Like, damn, I hate her. See, I can't. Those were my characters. Follow whatever links down below. And in conclusion, I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she a bad bitch.
How do blind people know when to stop wiping? Bruh. They get help every time though. Hey man. W video though. Shout out to Degenerocity. Alright man, this is Degenerocity's tipping culture. Shout out to the boy. Dropping back the backers. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it.
Tipping. A generous act of courtesy you do when you...
Courtesy! Nothing more needs to be said. I'm not obligated to do nothing. I'm being courteous. Good service deserves good tips. If you're not providing an extra service, I'm not tipping you. I'm tired of going to the store. Listen. I'm so tired of going to the store to buy something. You're not servicing me. You're not doing nothing. You're doing your job and you're asking for a tip. You didn't take my order. You didn't provide me with drinks and nothing. You're sitting behind the counter. I'm not tipping you. I'm sorry. I got triggered. 2 seconds in.
You're more than satisfied with the service you were provided, and you give them a little extra money. Usually you give these to your servers at restaurants, your barber, and strippers, just as a...
Yeah. Server, barber, stripper, delivery person. That's it!
Way of telling them you're doing a good job. Go get yourself a nice pair of undies.
Bro, I picked up a Pizza Hut for I ordered Pizza Hut for pickup and they asked me online for a tip. Right! I'm coming to get it! What am I tipping you for if I'm coming to get it? I'm sorry. I'm
And this overall thing is practiced all around the world. It's not exactly a foreign concept for anybody. Tipping is a normal thing, but no place on earth lets it give out the tip more than the US of A. We go X Games mode with the tipping over here, cause we be giving everybody tips. We tip our delivery drivers, taxis, bellhops, housekeeping, house move.
I'm not tipping no taxi driver. Maybe Uber, because I know Uber be, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not tipping no taxi driver. I'm not tipping the person that cleans my room. I'm not doing it. Unless I see you. Maybe if I see you. But you doing your, like, be for real.
Ubers, bartenders, if you're in person.
Bartenders, for sure.
In service, then most likely you accept tips. Even my homie's last job at the gas station where he just pumped people's gas.
I'm not tipping nobody that's pumping my gas. Sorry, not gonna happen, Playboy.
He got over $100 in tips in one day. I didn't even know people tip for that. We love to tip everybody except the homeless, but has it gone too far? Let me go off real quick. But I've been seeing tipping options where I've never seen them before. Like,
talk your shit, because this has been triggering me too. I'm glad we talking about this. Degenerocity, I love this video already. Not even a minute in, I love this video.
Counter services, you know, cashiers. I've never heard of tipping cashiers, but those blue blocks on the iPad beg to differ.
And they love to, you know what they love to hit you with? They love to spin that bitch around and just have you type whatever. Go ahead, type 0 for me. Cause why? You're paid like, it's not no exponential, like, no crazy service. You bringing my shit, is you bringing it to the car? I'll tip you, bring my shit to the car. They love to spin that. Whoa!
One time I went to a concert and I went to the merch booth. I got a hoodie, bro handed me the hoodie, then turned around his iPad for a tip. Now I know these people don't get paid too well, but what in that interaction concurred a tip? Did he slip me $100 bill in a hoodie that I didn't see? I don't think so. So nah, I don't think I'm gonna tip. But I would usually see these in local businesses most of the time, so that's all fine and dandy. But I've heard Starbucks is also doing tips. Now, I don't really go to Starbucks because it's just not for me. I like my coffee a certain way. I like my coffee how I like my men.
Yo.
Long, black.
Yo.
Black and Vietnamese.
Yeah. You're going to jail. Because what the fuck was that?
You what?
What the fuck was that? You're going to jail.
And no offense to you Starbucks employees out there, but I'ma treat y'all like McDonald's and Burger King. Like, why would I tip the drive-through cashier? That just sounds...
Yeah, I'm not doing that. It's in a drive-through? No. In a drive-through? No.
Unnecessary. And as long as those restaurants are not asking for tips, then I'm never gonna tip. Don't get no ideas, please. However, I understand why these workers would want to tip, though. They work low-wage jobs, and sometimes they got families to take care of at home. So a tip or two would make their lives a little bit easier. But I'm selfish. I'm not trying to tip at Wendy's, bro. But I know that day will eventually come. I can smell it. This is the US. We'll somehow incorporate tipping into everything, so the employers can justify why they're paying their employees minimum wage.
Thank you. This is only, bro. Nigga, like, tipping is an all-around thing, but like it's not as heavily enforced as it is in the US, because the US loves to fucking not pay people enough and tries to rely on the generosity of others for the people that they're supposed to get paid more to get paid. Why do I have to use my hard-earned money to tip somebody to do a job that you hired them to do. Pay them a fucking wage that they can live off of. God damn. I shouldn't have to tip everybody. I feel like I should only give you more if I had a crazy expedition, like, you know what I'm saying? Even with a regular server. If I'm having a regular server who's not overly nice, making conversation, she's just doing her job, why should I have to tip her? I'm going to because she wasn't trash. She wasn't a trash, you know what I'm saying, server. But like, if she's doing a regular job and not over the top, you know, being extra nice, you know what I'm saying, making sure shit is handled, why do I have to tip? Why do you not pay them enough to where we have to tip almost every single time unless they're a terrible server? Like please.
And whenever someone doesn't tip, they get mad at us instead of the business that's giving them a non-living wage.
Exactly.
That's why tipping is super pushed. So
I'm like, how you mad at me? How you mad at me? Because I didn't give you more money and you working at a job that you signed up for that new didn't pay you that amount of money that you fucking wanted. How you mad at me that I'm not giving you extra bread besides the money that I'm paying for this fucking food and shit? How you mad at me? You see what I'm saying? That's why I like it. Just the whole tipping aspect don't make sense. I'ma still do it because I'm not a trash human being. I'm not a degenerate. I'ma do it. You know what I'm saying? But damn, pay these niggas. That's all you gotta do. So I'm getting heated because tipping is a real tipping, man.
So restaurants, for example, can pay their waiters low salaries to encourage them to aim for tips. So the waiters had to be as upstanding, top of their tippy toes, holly jolly of a worker as possible to try to get ends meet. So the customer can walk away feeling happy about their experience, the owner of the restaurant being happy because of the profit and good look of the business, while the waiters walk away with a $2 tip and food stamps for a salary. Or at least that's just my theory.
Yo, these niggas be getting like $3 an hour. Why should that not be a thing? You should not. I don't care if somebody can get tips or not. You should not. Nobody should be making less than the minimum wage, bro. That shit is absurd to me.
My game theory. Now, people that have never had a job might say, ain't that a good thing? It makes the waiters actually try to do their job well, bro. Ain't nobody want to work minimum wage, period, bro, in this economy. Doesn't matter if I'm getting tips. All it takes is one bad day of penny pinching tips to be like, well, Scoob, I guess we have to eat whatever's in the fridge tonight. I should know. I used to be
paid $2.30 plus tips. That is fucking absurd. Minimum wage is like what, $7.35? That's federal minimum wage. Why the fuck do restaurants have the okay to give niggas $2 an hour? Where the fuck does that suffice? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Please. Damn. Right, depends on the state. The bare minimum is $7.35 all around. Shit, in certain states, you can't make less than 15 because the minimum wage and the price of living is so why the fuck can restaurants pay these niggas $2? Please make it make sense. Right, and expect me to make up for your fucking lack of. Oh my God. Make up to upwards of $20 an hour. Okay, what if somebody don't come in for a whole hour? That's a whole hour I'm getting paid $2 instead of 20. So fucking shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up.
I was a waiter for weddings and other events in my late senior year, and my wage was decent, $15 an hour, and for a high school student, that's pretty good. Plus, I only worked on the weekends. Man, this job was gonna be a breeze. But that was only because I was a kid. I ain't need that much in the first place. All I thought is, if I can afford food, sold. But to spoil the fun, most of the time, I did not get any tips or very little tips. And 95% of my gigs was at weddings, so the food was already paid for. I was giving these niggas free food, and I got nothing. And I was always all nice and shit. I was never mean. I was all like, hello, hot diggity day, what would you lovely people like to have? I thought I was doing a good job. I even shaved off my hair to be more presentable, which is something I still regret to this day. Don't cut the hair you love for no jobs. Unless it look like this. You might get no job with that. I did get tips sometimes. The biggest tip I've ever gotten was $40 from a table of old white women and a gay dude. And from then on, they became my target audience. I'd always pick the table with the gay niggas, because I know they'd give me the biggest tip. And me complaining about small.
Wait a minute. What you mean by tip, Playboy? They give you the biggest tip? Oh, alright. For sure. For sure, get right on.
Small tips might sound like a trivial problem, but I'm talking about like in the grand scheme of things of this kind of job. Like if I was an adult with this job paying bills, taxes, rent, all that, I could not live like this. No. I know this because I had coworkers in their late 20s, 30s, 40s who said they couldn't take care of themselves with this wage. That's why they sold drugs on the side. That's why we should hold these businesses accountable to have higher wages for their employees so they don't have to rely on tips anymore. We must rise against this corrupt business practice. Who's with me?
I'm with you. Me.
Hey, you're just saying this because you just don't want to pay tips no more.
But if I'm paying for the food, why not pay your employees? I'm paying $40, $30, $40, $50 for a steak. You can give that nigga $700. I promise you can. I promise you can. You can give that nigga some more bread. I hate these niggas.
Well, duh. I don't like tipping. Who does? Who wants to pay more of their own money when they don't have to? I'm not a misogynist, a masochist. Wrong word. I am the other one. I'm not saying I don't tip. I do. But mainly because I want to at least try to balance out my good deeds with my bad ones when I'm in the pearly gates. I'm not trying to go to hell because I didn't tip my IHOP waitress who so happened to be battling cancer and diabetes that one time. I'm trying to get to heaven. But if I gave zero, darns, dangs, or I would almost never tip. I would look at the bill, then pay the bill, then end it there. I would only tip if I received outstanding service.
Yo, and that should be the fucking standard. Everybody should get a livable wage. And if I receive service like this, where they throwing ass and going crazy for my birthday, of course I'm a tip. Y'all had a great fucking service. Y'all entertained me. Y'all did something besides just serving me. This right here deserves a fucking tip. But if I got somebody, here's your water. Can I take your order? Oh, nice. All right, here's your stuff. How was your food? Why? You know? Why? Why? Pay these niggas livable fucking wages. At least the minimum, please.
Most services nowadays are just average, regular stuff. Nothing to point out, but you still supposed to tip. In a perfect world, I would only tip if the person is enthusiastically nice. Fast service, give me a back massage, and also pay for my food. Then I would tip. I can understand tipping delivery drivers because they also need the money to pay for their gas, but that can go with the higher wage argument that I said earlier. And if they show up mad late, then I don't have to tip them. Right. We should bring back the 30 minutes or less or the food is free rule. I'd start ordering food from Russia on purpose. Save myself a stack. And like I said earlier, I know these people need these tips to survive. I know they have mouths to feed. I know. I feel you. But in the back of my mind, I know I have mouths to feed too.
Oh God.
My own mouth. And tipping is slowly taking that away from me. Now I'm gonna starve. And remember earlier when I said tipping is not a foreign concept? Well, apparently it is to most countries. Every time I look in the comment section for a post regarding tipping, 90% of the comments will be,
bro, do you know what's actually offensive? Listen to me. Look at me. Look at me in my eyes. I've heard in Japan, it is offensive to actually tip. It is offensive to tip in Japan. So why the fuck is we still fucking tipping?
Be from foreigners saying, well, over here in Timbuktu, Jumanji land, we never even heard of tipping. I didn't even know Jumanji was a real place, but it sounds like heaven if they don't tip. And it makes me think the people of the U.S. here are purposely fucking me with this tipping shit. It's to be expected we tip
20% of what I've already paid. And then niggas, you know what kills me? It's the entitlement for me. You go to a job. Look at me. You go to a job. You sign up for a job that you know is paying you $2.80 an hour, not including tips. You go and you sign up for this job and you go to work every day. And then you get online, right? And you have this anger towards me because I went there and only wanted to tip you $10 or $5. If you don't have the money, stay home. I got the money for me. for me to eat. Me and my family. I shouldn't have to fucking pay for you and your family to eat too. Off some degular fucking service. I gotta pay 20% of what I plan to come in here and spend. 20%.
25% of the bill here. You have a better chance pulling a gun on me and robbing me because that's the only way you're gonna get that much money out of me. And I've been seeing news reports about how there's a spread of self-checkout.
You try to ask, oh God, I will fucking, oh y'all lucky. You try to ask me to tip at a fucking self-checkout. I might just break the screen. At a self-checkout? Oh bitch, oh bitch, oh bitch. Oh bitch, I'll knock all this shit over.
Machines with tipping options. Who the hell am I tipping? Mr. and Mrs. Walmart themselves? Why they need my money? Why they need a tip? Any self-checkout tipping machine out there could suck the tip of my pee-pee. That's what you could do.
God.
And like I said earlier, I do tip my delivery drivers and waiters. I do. But I hate tipping. I bloody hate it. If I could abolish it, I would.
Oh God.
I hate it.
However, I know it's the right thing to do. Or at least I was raised to believe if I don't tip my waiters, I'm a which I don't really believe now, but I begrudgingly admit tipping won't kill me. So I still tip. How much I tip? None of your beeswax. And even though I tip most of the time, I'm not gonna tell y'all you should tip. You could do whatever you want with the money you've earned. Like, I could be spending my money on helping the children in Africa and building houses there. But how else am I supposed to pay for my drip? I need money for my clothes, man. Those kids in Africa, they're not gonna pay for me. But yeah, those are my thoughts on tipping. Employees need better pay, so I can stop paying. And in conclusion,
element of surprise. Did you pray today?
Did you pray today?
Did you pray today? Because if you didn't, I'ma have to take you down on some
gangster shit. Great fucking video, Degenerocity. You're very much correct. You're correct. You're very much correct. Cause what the fuck? Who the fuck? Not me. 25%. These nuts. You better be 25% better than all the other waitresses in here. And I'll put that on my mama. That'd be video though. You know what I'm saying? Common Degen W. Alright, man. The boy has dropped. It is Degenerocity. You know what I'm saying? The streets been waiting. We've been waiting. Low key. Low key, low key. This is emergency alert systems. It's not too long. So let's get into it. Let's check this out. Let's watch Degenerocity's video. Let me make sure this all the way up.
As a kid, I did a lot of naughty things. Like stay up to watch late night television. And on some of those nights, when I'm laughing all gleefully at Peter Griffin's hilarious antics, the TV screen suddenly goes to black. And the screen has low pixelated white text on, while the most bone-chilling beeping sound pierces my ears. At this point, I get a little scared and go under my covers, because I don't understand what's going on. Is this part of the Family Guy episode? The screen and beeping would last about 30 seconds, but it felt like an eternity.
Bro, I ain't gonna chat. Genuine question, right? A lot of people don't have cable anymore. You know, they use the TV as emergency alert system, right? So they access your cable and then they send out the alert. I mean, they might be able to send it via phones, but like, imagine we have a world emergency or you know what I'm saying? An emergency right now. Would they just send out the alerts via phone? Because sending it out via cable isn't gonna work no more. Nobody has fucking cable. And every smart TV, oh, you're right. They can put it across smart TVs. So maybe smart TVs, phones, and still the radio. Niggas still listen to the radio, right? No? Yes? I don't know. I don't actually ride in silence. It's kind of, I like to hear things. I don't know. I ride in silence. Sometimes I play music, but for the most part, I ride in silence. Okay.
till it finally switches back to my regular scheduled program. But almost every time after that happens, I'm not in the mood to watch TV no more. I'm going to sleep. What I just had the misfortune of going through was the U.S. Emergency Alert System, a national public warning system that would warn people of emergency information like weather and such. But most of the times I ever saw it, they was just testing the system. They would play this almost every Tuesday night. I remember, and almost every time it was a test, ruining my night for no reason. But the worst nights would be when it wasn't a test, and they would play the interruption for a tornado warning or a severe thunderstorm. And during those—
Hey gang, where the hell did you live? I never had a emergency alert system actually be an emergency alert system. I only ever had it be a warning. They send out emergency alert. Well, I mean, I've gotten one for like hurricanes to my phone, but never through the TV. You don't get them thunderstorm warnings, huh? Now I'll get them through my phone, but it was never when I like around this time when it was on the TV. I lived in New York, so we didn't get none of these. We never got these unless it was a test. Now that I live in Florida, I'm at the age where I have a phone and it'll send through your phone before we even see it on TV. But like, you know?
The interruptions, this would start talking back to you, loud as hell, announcing the warning using an Xbox mic. Those warnings would make me piss myself back then. I wasn't even listening to the words they were saying. As soon as I hear him talking, I instantly knew it was serious. My mind would go straight to the worst outcome, like, oh no, we're gonna get nuked. Oh no, it's gotta be Russia. I thought Putin was bluffing. God, please protect my house from the nuke. But not my school. It got to the point where I just turned off the TV every time it popped up because the alarm sounds of the broadcast alone make me think 9/11, the squeakquel, is about to happen. There's also Amber Alerts getting sent to our phones every time someone goes missing. Acting like when I see that alert,
I ain't gonna lie, chat. This
Amber Alerts getting
that's one of the funniest skits ever.
Sent to our phones every time.
But this right here, Black Phone, I think it's Black Phone, is such a good movie, bro. It was slept on. This is a good movie, bro.
Someone goes missing. Acting like when I see that alert, I'm gonna put on my Batman suit and instantly start looking for the lost person and interrogating everybody I find suspicious. I got better things to do. I got 4 o'clock at 4 o'clock, bro. I can't miss that. Nah, but people do need to for real look for the people that they send alerts for. I'm just a dickhead. Because like I said before, I automatically assume the worst case scenario. Because when I see a missing person report sent to my phone, my first thought is always,
they dead.
Nah, they dead.
Yo, it's, you know what it is? It's called Degenerocity. If you watch this, it's called catastrophizing. I literally had to go to therapy for that. I went to therapy, chat, and I was like, yo, why when anything in life happens, I always think the worst possible outcome? It's called catastrophizing. You literally, your mind and your anxiety tell you the worst possible outcome. Bro, it's so bad. My shit was so bad at a point, bro. Like, it was my birthday. And my ex, this was a couple years ago. My ex had accidentally leaked that my mom was coming from Florida to come see me and surprise me for my birthday. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still act surprised. But then when she didn't get there at the time that my ex said she was gonna get there, I started panicking. And then I started calling my mom's phone. And then she didn't pick up. And then I'm like my first instinct went to, oh my God, she might have gotten to an accident on the way here. Oh my God, what do I? Oh, she's not picking up. Oh my God, I gotta her phone died and she didn't have a car charger for a little bit. That was it. I started like panicking, like it hurt. Like, bro, it's so bad, bro. It was so bad. But when I got to realize that's why I always advocate for therapy. Like, I don't go now, but I'm glad I went for the time that I went so I could figure out what was wrong with me and like realize when I'm doing it. And then the lady also taught me some steps to stop doing it if I do end up doing it again. So I know how to talk myself out of that. You know? I know how to talk myself out of it. So I would always recommend therapy. You know what I'm saying? If you still want to keep going after that, cool. But, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the therapist. You know what I'm saying? She helped me figure out what it was called. She helped me talk myself out of it. She helped, you know what I'm saying? You know, any tips right now? Go to therapy. You know? Do you have therapy money? Those sessions were free. I ain't pay for those. I ain't had no money either. You know what I'm saying? Those sessions were free for me because I had insurance. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to insurance for real.
Or they already on the human trafficking bus right now. They're on their way to their local billionaire or Minecraft YouTuber's house, bro.
Man, it
it's
doesn't
over.
matter.
It's a bad habit, and I shouldn't think it. I know. And the sound of the alert is also very alarming. It's nothing scary, no. It just sounds like the IV of someone who just OD'd. And when I think of the Amber Alert and remembering the nightmare-inducing national broadcast alert, I start to wonder what the alerts sound like in the rest of the world. Are they as, less, or equally as annoying and scary as the one here?
That's a good question.
Let's peep this out. Let's start with the most advanced civilization in the world, North Korea, whose EAS alarm sounds like someone moving a table across the floor. Like, you hear this, right? This is supposed to be the emergency sound, yet if I...
What? That's your emergency sound in North Korea? That's supposed to wake me up. That's supposed to let me know there's an emergency. But that's not. But what?
Heard this at night, I'ma just be thinking, who the f is playing Minecraft this loud at 2 a.m.
Oh,
and listen
God.
to Poland's. Shit sounds like those weird flutes from that one SpongeBob episode, or when a Looney Tune character falls off a cliff.
That's Poland's? That shit sounds like a joke, bro. That shit sounds like I'm about to watch a clown do an act. Oh, hell no.
And Germany's EAS, like, this don't sound like an alarm system. Just add a Brazilian beat to it and now it turns into the dance song of the year. It's like these countries don't understand what an emergency alarm is supposed to sound like. It's not supposed to sound happy or silly. It's gotta be scary. Example, Saudi Arabia's 1991 alarm. Something that sounds so simple yet so alarming. Shit sounds like a
that sounds like shit is about to go down. It kind of like, it sounds like a lesser invasive like purge alarm, like
91 alarm. Something that sounds so simple yet so alarming. Shit sounds.
It sounds like shit's about to go down. It sounds like everybody outside is dead. You all alone, and you gonna have to figure out your fucking survival. That's what that shit sound like right there.
Like a 70s horror movie. Also, there's Lebanon's alarm, which when it goes off, it sounds like freaking aliens landed on Earth. I love it. And then there's Egypt,
okay, that's solid.
which just sounds like the most nightmare-inducing shit a person can hear. Honestly, if I heard this in the middle of the night as a kid, I'd be thinking the fucking Decepticons are taking over the country.
Oh, yo, that is a perfect analogy, because that's what that sounds just like Autobots roll out to fucking me.
Middle of the night as a kid, I'd be thinking the fucking Decepticons are taking over the country. And I love it. This is what all emergency alarms should sound like. When you think of a national emergency, you gotta have an alarm to properly dictate how bad the situation is. Even if the situation isn't that bad, but it still garners an EAS broadcast, like, it might rain tomorrow. I want to hear the most bone-chilling, bone-guzzling, horrifying alarm that the human mind could ever imagine. So horrifying that the people that heard it would think the rain that's falling down the sky will burn off their skin and give them cancer. And the only way for them to escape is to flee to the next continent. That's the kind of alarm I want for the countries. Not no calm, everything is sunshine and rainbows. No, like Japan's EAS alarm, like, what is this? This shit sounds like a ringtone.
What the fuck was that?
Like Japan's EAS alarm, like, what is this?
Hey, Japan, listen, not everything has to be cute, bro. Japan has this thing where everything has to be cute. Nigga, this is an emergency. The fuck am I? That sounds like somebody's fucking Samsung dryer is finished. Like, the fuck is that?
Everything is sunshine and rainbows.
Listen.
No, like Japan's EAS alarm, like, what is this?
That sounds like somebody's dryer is finished, bro.
This shit sounds like a ringtone. If I was living there and I heard that, I'd be like, oh, did I get a text message? Ah, shucks, it's just an EAS alarm. It's whatever. It's probably nothing.
It's whatever.
I'll just go on with my day and continue on my afternoon walk and what the hell is that? You see? That's why countries should have crazy loud, deafening alarm sounds no matter how bad the situation is. Cause the day there is a real emergency, the people will always be prepared and aware. Probably mass hysteria and freak out would happen, but we will all be ready for it. The US should have a national alarm less like Finland's guitar ballad and more like Zombia's "Get the hell out of here" alarm. And that's reason 2099 you should vote for me for president. My first act of Congress, changing our EAS alarm system.
Okay,
I even created one myself. Hear it.
It's gonna rain! It's gonna rain!
Oh no, sir. Boy, imagine here. I live in Florida. Imagine hearing this shit out your sleep every fucking 5 minutes because it like to rain like every other fucking... Hell no.
I made that one myself. And the people of the U.S. will always respectfully and accordingly act as follows upon hearing this EAS system. Second act, free gas station weed. Because no nigga should ever be legally paying for that shit. America, we have a problem, and I just fixed it. You're welcome. Because
Free
clearly
gas
nowadays
station
it feels
weed.
like our government is moving backwards. Anyways, that's all I really wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about more of them, but half of these alarms sound the same to one another, and the other half are just fake sounds. I seen a bunch of fake ones like this 1923 Mozambique EAS video, and it's just the freaking Roblox music. I can't even trust my sources, bro. So that was a thing. But before I go, I have had an epiphany. The greatest idea to be ever thunk by a human being. Steve Jobs and Aristotle combined couldn't even think of this idea.
Okay.
You ready?
Talk to me.
I've decided I wanted to hear you guys' confessions. Because that has obviously never been done in the history of the internet ever. I know. Crazy original idea, right? I want y'all to write me your wildest confessions. Shit you planned on taking to your grave. It don't even gotta be something you've done. It could be something your friend done that fucked you up. I'll read them all anonymously. Don't worry. Your secret's safe for me. All you gotta do is email your terrible confessions. It's on screen, also in the description. The topic doesn't matter, so you can send them away. You can also comment it down below if you're too lazy to do that. But I'ma tell you, there's a way bigger chance of you getting exposed in real life if you comment, bro. I will censor your username in the video, but I don't delete comments though. So if you got something horrible to say, you should probably just email it or keep it to yourself. That's probably much better. I'm doing this because I think it'll be fun, and also I know I haven't posted in a minute. I wish I had a good excuse like, oh man, I caught the gout, bro. But like, nah, man. Let's just say I haven't learned that much from my last procrastination video, which was a year ago. And age restricted, so you probably haven't even watched it. I know I can get this confession video out faster than usual. That's all I really wanted to say. I'll be waiting. And in conclusion,
Si tú sabes perder tu tiempo, entra a mi perfil. Si tú sabes perder tu tiempo.
I know that is not an alarm. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I can't wait to see your confessions video. That seemed like it'll be hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the boy Degenerocity, man. Glad you back to dropping. You know what I'm saying? Consistency is key. Nigga. Oh, that was a great stretch, man. Yeah, W video. All right, so look, we got some Degenerocity. This is the worst jobs to have. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the boy. He back dropping. How many? I don't know. The world may never know. But let's check this out.
you ever thought about getting a job? Don't. It ruins your life. When we're kids, whenever an adult asks us what we want to be when we grow up, our aspirations are through the roof. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be the president. I want to be from Turkey. We only pick the best quality choices that
Man, when I was a kid, my dream job was for sure an astronaut. Not no more. Not no more.
we thought were not only the greatest highly rated things that someone could be, but also the most fun. I miss the days of childhood optimism. Then by the time you reach high school, you think and realize, my screen time's how much? Yeah, your dumbass is not gonna be president. In fact, I'm surprised you even made it this far. You're failing almost every class, including lunch. Your options have come slim to none. You're gonna have to settle with being from Montreal, French and Canadian, double negative, and that's not a positive in real life. Maybe you're gonna work at Arby's, specifically Arby's. Ain't nobody wanna be there. Maybe be a street pharmacist. Or work at Walmart. I know the job hasn't been the same ever since the real OG retired. But what if you messed up so bad that the better choice of your options is scamming the homeless?
Bruh, what, you wanna know what's crazy?
Up so bad that the better...
I've seen, it didn't happen to this degree, but I've seen something happen like this working at that bar place that I was just telling y'all about. It was like two of them fell type shit.
Choice of your options is scamming the homeless. These are the jobs I wanted to talk about today. The bottom of the barrel careers any person can take.
Chat, what do you think is the worst job? I'm gonna be honest. I know they get paid a lot, but them niggas that be like, either like, them niggas that be like transporting the porta potties, or like the niggas that like be cleaning out those big septic tanks. Boy, I know you gotta smell like shit all the time, bro.
Not even the neediest of people will take it. Let's get started. First up, teacher. We're starting with
That's valid. I refuse to be a teacher to these motherfuckers until, like, low key, I would say I'm kind of like a teacher now, if that makes sense. I'm not like a teacher, but like, y'all tune into me, y'all watch me, it's like classes in session, I got, you know what I'm saying? And like, I tell y'all things, it's type shit, you know? But like, I could, in person, hell no. But like, the thing is, y'all here because y'all want to be. You feel me? Y'all here because y'all want to be. When you're forced to be somewhere, and then you got somebody, oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. So I'm like, where you want to go to school type shit. You feel me?
All stars today. I'm kidding. Well, kind of. Well, sometimes it could be one of the best jobs when you have good, fun students. But I'm talking about the teachers that have badass kids as students, never being respected or taken seriously, always being disrespected, then getting paid in Argentinian pesos. Man, that life would suck. This is not the fault of the teacher.
No.
Well, sometimes it is, but more so the kids nowadays. Some kids just think being a nuisance is the funniest thing, just being a snarky.
Wait, did that nigga just throw a chair?
Teachers talking back, not listening to anything they say, just trying to be the worst kind of class clown, so they equally
I don't like people like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll, like, if a teacher start with me, I'll argue with a teacher, but I've never raised hands or full-blown argue. Like, I'll be like, stop talking to me, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk to you, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? And cut it there, because I don't want to talk to you. If you don't piss me off, bruh, don't talk to me. But, like, full-blown arguing with a teacher, threatening them, and threatening to put, hey, that's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Could laugh along, and having to clock into a job every day just to get roasted by some teenagers and teach some mundane classes to mundane students just sounds like a bad career choice. To me personally, I'm blaming you meddling kids. I sound like an old head right now. And then there's sometimes those teachers that just be reading from textbooks, no originality, no type of personality coming from them while teaching, just the most boring teachers you can.
Low key, that was my culinary arts teacher. Now, mind you, in home ec, I had fun. I was cooking. We was chefing it up. We was doing the damn thing. So that was when I was in 11th grade. So 12th grade, I'm like, I bet I'm going into culinary arts. We finna really be chefing it up. We cooked twice throughout the full school year. Twice. Everything else was textbook. I'm like, why the fuck? I don't want to do this. Why am I here?
Can think of, like, why you a teacher? You giving off the aura that you don't even care what you talking about, making me not care. So why you teaching? If you just wanted a job to have your brain in constant autopilot and get a paycheck, you should have just been a truck driver. But like I said earlier, teaching could be an actual great job. I've had teachers that look like they're having the time of their lives while teaching, having fun with the students and having fun with their jobs and whatnot. But I've also had classes where the teachers were just straight up disrespected and nobody did a thing about it, not even me. Because if it was teachers that none of the students really cared about or had like any fun with, then no one would really say anything. We would just be spectators. Not saying that should be the case, but that's just the way it is. So if you're in the situation of being in the negative categories of teaching that I mentioned earlier, then teaching would be 100% the worst job to have. Next, Mappa animator. Animators are already treated like garbage throughout the entire industry, getting overworked, getting underpaid, all of that. But I cannot imagine myself being a Mappa animator. That's probably that times infinity. They all must be zombies by now, stuck to their desk just drawing like drones, because that's the only way I could imagine them being able to pump out this crazy ass weekly. Have y'all watched Jujutsu Kaisen? The animation in that makes me start gooning, bro. I cannot believe how good this looks. I wish some of my favorite shonens looked half as good as this. And I still see people complain about the animation, even though they're going balls to the walls crazy. I've seen people complain about the Yuji versus Cockroach fight. Like you care about that fight. Who cares if it's animated a little worse than the other fights? Bro, it's Cockroach versus Yuji. Who cares? And I hate to think that some of the higher ups at Mappa would take these criticisms seriously and then go after the
Hell no. I'm animating. I'm getting paid little. Bitch, boy, I'll make a burner account, get on Twitter, start flaming niggas. You get to draw, bitch. Let me see the best thing you drew in the last 6 months. Bitch ass boy. I draw and make money. You draw and make nothing. Bitch ass nigga. Go back to the drawing board. Oh, you can't afford one. Boy, I would have been on Twitter cooking them niggas. I swear to God. I already getting less pay. I'm working to the fucking bone. Bruh.
Animators thinking that they did a bad job even though they didn't. They'd be like, what is this? This is nowhere near on par on what we want. You gotta work triple-double overtime for the next year. But I haven't seen my wife and kids in 5 months. I don't care. Did you know that it only took 4 months for the Jujutsu Kaisen movie to get animated? 4.
Jesus.
And I did a little bit of research, meaning I just did a Google search, and apparently it takes 4 years for a whole animated movie to get made. But like, I don't think it takes that long nowadays. So I did a little more research, a simple Google search, and the Mario movie got made in 2 years. And it still took less than a quarter of the time to animate the whole Jujutsu Kaisen movie, and it's longer. Granted, there was already a manga for it, so that means there's already a story and basically script for everything already. But 4 months still seems like an incredibly short amount of time to make a whole entire movie. Being a mappa anime,
Hold on, man.
an incredible.
Look at this man's eyes. It looks like he hasn't slept in days, weeks. Like, bruh, it looks like he gets 3 hours of sleep at night, bruh. That nigga, oh my god. Yeah, sorry to y'all. Shit. Oh my god. Sorry to this man.
Incredibly short amount of time to make a whole entire movie. Being a mappa animator or an animator in the anime industry in general must be a freaking hell to go through. And I hope it gets better. Next is sadly animal beaters. And I don't mean people that hit animals. I mean people that do things to animals that would get me demonetized. I mean animals
they do gotta do that, like breeding them. You gotta make sure the shit go where it's supposed to go. Things go in the right holes and line it up. Oh god, I never sat down and really thought about that.
To get reproduced somehow. I need as many chickens and cows as possible, bro. But being on the other end to make that happen is a harder life to be a part of. The people that do this job for a living are God's greatest soldiers. I salute you, man. I salute you more than the troops. Gotta make a living somehow. Next, taxidermy. Honestly, if you do—
Boy, you're weird to me. I'm gonna be honest. If you stuffing dead fucking animals with stuffing, you gotta be a serial killer. Why is that? Like, some of the pieces be looking nice, like that deer head on the wall probably looks crazy. But then niggas get the stuff in raccoons and skunks and a full fucking deer. What are you doing? We didn't need all of that. That's just—
do this as a career, I'ma automatically assume you crazy. Next, telemarketing. I don't even know how these guys are still in business. Telemarketing is those people that call your phones trying to sell you rhino pills or whatever, and trying to call a bunch of random numbers all day just to sell probably one item max, cause nobody be answering these—
Boy, oh my god, I went to sign up for health insurance and I didn't realize I thought I was signing up like for a website to get a quote, and it was actually putting me in a fucking call system. And it pissed me off so bad. Like when yo, bro, as soon as I hit enter to think I was getting my quote for like insurance or whatever, this shit just they start calling me back to back. Like, I have so many numbers banned in like the last month. It's ridiculous, bro.
Calls. It just doesn't sound that fun to me as a career, especially since these calls be popping up as scam likely now, bro. Nobody's answering that. And even when coincidentally I do end up answering, as soon as I hear him say, "Hi, this is Rachel. I wanted to talk to you about our new—" Hang up. I ain't trying to hear that. Rachel? I don't know any Rachel. Rachel.
Nah, you know what I do? As soon as I hear that, you know how you pick up the phone and it goes boop? As soon as it goes boop, I do click. The fuck is you talking about? I don't even need to hear you talk. I hear boop. I know this some bullshit. Boop. Click. Hell no. Fuck off. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Hold my dick.
McAdams? Rachel from Friends? If you ain't any of them, I don't know why you call on my phone. I'm not buying none of your rhino pills. I already used up all mine and my hasn't gone down in days. It hurts. Please send help. Next up, the Krusty Krab. I know this not real, but I don't care. Working for Mr. Krabs gotta be the most mentally draining, life-sucking, ball-munching job any person can have. This dude don't give a shit about his employees or customers. He just give a shit about money and his fat-ass illegitimate daughter. He has only 2
Damn, why Pearl catch a straight? God damn.
Employees for a reason. Nobody want to work there because he be working SpongeBob and Squidward like slaves. Other than cashier, it seems like SpongeBob does every job at the Krusty Krab. Delivery boy, janitor, mascot. He does everything. And he gets paid in cents or in Mr. Krabs' wacky bucks. Sometimes they don't even get paid at all. In fact, they owe him money. Look at this bill in Squidward's paycheck. What?
Nah, nigga said breathing. Talking, standing, existing, yeah.
hardly get paid at all. In fact, they owe him money. Look at this
Existing chewing. Oh my god.
bill in Squidward's paycheck. $1 breathing, $5 talking, $10 standing.
It's his job to stand. He literally has to stand there and work the fucking cashier. How you charge a nigga to do his job?
$2 existing. He's literally taking money out of his paycheck for doing his job. And whenever his employees ask for a raise, he laughs in their face. That's why the last fry cook quit. And I know SpongeBob doesn't really care about that because he loves working and he's canonically a masochist. But he should start caring because Mr. Krabs retraced SpongeBob in a matter of seconds. Remember that episode where Mr. Krabs literally sold SpongeBob to the Flying Dutchman for 62 cents?
Oh, it was 62 cents. He lost his favorite dime. But yeah, still, nigga, lock in.
Imagine someone you consider a friend selling your life for 62 cents. You can't even get a lollipop for that money. You can't get anything from the 99-cent store with that money. 62 cents. I would remember that forever if I was SpongeBob. I'll go on a Kill Bill revenge spree against Mr. Krabs if I was SpongeBob. Even Squidward after the whole exchange was like, nah, that's fucked up. And he hates SpongeBob. Mr. Krabs is straight up crooked in the head. He only cares about that dollar bill mindset, which from a hustler to another hustler, I can understand, but I would never, ever want to work for you. I'd rather my job be working as Mrs. Puff's foot massager or something.
But that's more of a privilege than a burden, not gonna.
Yo? Privilege, yeah. A win is a win. Okay.
Next job, entrepreneur. You might as well say you're homeless.
Technically, though, Degen, you technically an entrepreneur type shit.
I honestly don't know what they do or what the job is, actually.
Next job, any person that has to clean a Taco Bell or gas station bathroom. I feel like that's self-explanatory.
Oh my God.
It feels like the people that use those bathrooms have never been potty trained. The people that use those bathrooms aim for everything. The walls, floor, ceiling, everything but the toilet. And even
I don't get it, bro. This is why, bro. I told y'all that my Burger King working story. I don't understand how you shit everywhere but the toilet. How you shit everywhere but the toilet? Niggas be having piss on the floor, tissue on the floor. Nigga, did you use the bathroom on the floor or in the toilet?
when they do aim for the toilet, inside the toilet, there will be the most gargantuan pile of human feces that the human eye has ever seen. And of course, clogging the toilet. Like, that job will never be easy for anybody that works there. Even the most nasty, disgusting monkey cage in a zoo is less dirty than the average gas station bathroom. And if you're employed as one of those kind of jobs, I feel sorry for you. And in your honor, next time I go to a gas station bathroom, I'll make sure I only wipe on the toilet seat and not the sink. Next job, resellers. Fuck you!
Oh God, fuck you. And that's why all your money, you can't make no money no more. Niggas is buying them counterfeit sneakers. Them resellers is down horrendous. Down horrendous. They're down bad. Down super bad. I love it.
I hate you! Next job, cooks in the kitchen. I don't know about you, but almost every time I see these people on YouTube or on TV, they're almost always getting verbally abused, roasted, and just chewed out by the chef of the kitchen. Almost always. Literally almost every single cooking competition I've ever seen, 90% of the contestants in there get roasted for having such shitty, disgusting meals that they serve to the judges. And I bet most of the foods they cooked weren't even that bad. I bet if the everyday person, regular person ate that food, they'll be like, it's all right, or it's pretty good. But since they're serving these things to, judges that want an elite taste to the food, they'll be like, ugh, this tastes like cardboard. Get the fuck out of my face! Like, every single viral Gordon Ramsay clip is him roasting the chefs for being such terrible cooks. Even the foods that he see on TikTok, he be roasting them. He didn't even taste the food. And remember that episode of The Bear where Lip is going crazy at his employees because they got a bunch of orders of food? He be cussing at them, bro. Like, come on, man. I could not work in a setting like that. Is every single cook job like this? Like, I can't imagine them doing this at a McDonald's. And if they do this,
me at a McDonald's, I'm gonna eat everything in the back there. No, nobody getting their order. Anytime an order come up, I'm gonna eat that bitch.
At a McDonald's, what the f? I'm gonna quit on the spot. This is fucking McDonald's. I'm not working like that. I'm not letting my manager or chef
of the kitchen talk to me like that, I'ma spit in your mouth. What happened to everybody can cook? What happened to that? Every single clip I've seen of chefs in the kitchen, they always getting roasted, bro. I could never work in a setting like that. I mean, I have no experience of working in a setting like that, but if you're a cook in the kitchen, get a job at Burger King. They're probably more nice. Last and final job. Any Asian construction job, bro. Because those are all...
Dumb niggas be working. Oh, Lord. Chat, nah, dumb... Bro, I seen a video of them building a bridge. They built that shit in 4 days, nigga. They worked nonstop and built that bitch in 4 days, bro.
All the jobs I see that be popping up on Live Leak. It's like the higher ups over there have no safety concern for the people that work for them. Because the people that be working over there be dying or getting injured in the worst ways possible. Like, you know those 3D videos that are actual recreations of real life incidents that happen in construction Live Leak videos? Like, every time I see those kind of videos, those make me shake in my boots, bro. And these people are probably getting paid minimum wage to do it, bro. It's sad, bro. Sad. But this job is more self-explanatory than anything. And that's all the jobs I wanted to talk about today. Did I miss your job? Comment it down below. And also comment down below some juicy work confessions, because I'm going to do that next video. Some terrible ones. Terrible ones. I'll be asking for some too on my inactive Instagram, so follow me on there. And that's all I wanted to say. And in conclusion, boo!
Can you believe it, guys? Christmas. Just a week away. Christmas is in a week. Woohoo! I am so happy about this information.
Alright, the Degenerocity video. Shout out the boy, man. Listen, being a YouTuber kind of sucks too sometimes. Sometimes. The money's great though. Money's amazing. Type shit, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Alright, man. I'm a little late to the party, but this is Degenerocity's horror movie characters I can be again. Now, we watched his older one, and for sure I can pack some of them up, for sure. But let's see who we talking about. Let's see who we working with.
Hey, I wouldn't talk to Benson. Whew, that was close. Wait, I wouldn't talk.
It is October, and one of my favorite holidays where everyone gets to dress up as who we really are and the inside is coming close. And since Halloween is coming, or here already, I don't know when this video is going to be posted, and I've been watching more horror movies and I feel stronger than ever. I bet I can take on anybody. I've been snorting trend. I wanted to run it back on more horror movie characters I could beat in the ring. I've snorted 5 lines of muscle milk and protein power. I'm hyped. I'm going to do the same rating as last time. 10, I'm winning. 1, I'm sprinting. Fight or flight, let's go.
Was never book smart, I'm money smart. Make me more and tell him more and tell.
You said 10, he's hitting, 1 he's sprinting. Predator, I'm going. I'm sorry. This man right here, I don't know what he gonna rate him, but Predator, I'm going. I'm gonna have to run for my life. Will I get far? Probably not. He gonna take my Bucci. Listen.
No.
Carrie? I think
Let me give y'all the basic rundown of Carrie real quick. She an awkward teenage girl who gets bullied a lot during school with a super ultra religious nut of a mom who is also super overprotective because I guess Carrie got some mob psycho powers or whatever. Not important. In the movie, one of the bullies asks her out to prom and she gullible enough to say yeah. Then she gets pranked. Gotcha! She then kills everybody at the school with her powers, you know. Normal teenage things. All right, fast forward with all my yapping. Can I beat this girl in a fight? Maybe. Now, of course, I can't beat her in the boxing ring.
Yeah. That's why I said like 5. Like, it's hit or miss if I can beat Carrie. Predator, nah.
No, she got mob psycho powers. The hell can I do? I'm not Professor X. But I do have a brain and I got some ideas. Yep. So if you ain't seen the movie, the bully that asked her out died by getting a bucket dropped on his head and not by Carrie. So the buckets in this universe must be made of titanium giga nigga steel. So I'm gonna just throw one of the buckets at her head and hopefully it knocks her ass out. And if it doesn't or she stops it midair, oh, I'm kind of screwed. But a good snipe would also do the job. I'm gonna give her a 5 out of 10. She bucket diff. I feel like you can only...
I ain't gonna lie, me and you, Degenerocity, we share the same motherfucking brain cell, dude.
Get her by surprise. Just like how the sponsor that catches you by surprise is sponsored by Temu. Temu is the best online...
Of course it is.
Thank you, Temu, for sponsoring this video.
Get your bread, gang.
And now back to the...
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I actually can't wait for this game to drop. Now, do I think I can survive Killer Clowns from Outer Space? For sure. These niggas don't run. They don't run. They don't, bro. Like, the movie was scary to me as a kid, But now that I'm remembering, they don't run, they don't move like that. I'm gone.
Now these ones are out of the ordinary. This movie is about killer clowns from outer space, and they take over this town and start going on a streak. Now these things are some of the worst things you can think of. They're murderous clown aliens. Now, unlike Pennywise's lame ass, these dudes are an actual threat to the population. They got a cotton candy gun that turns dudes into cotton candy. They got a man eating popcorn. They could make shadow puppets that could
Oh yeah, they could do all of that. I gotta watch this movie again, low key, because I know they didn't run. They ran slow as fuck, but I forgot they had all those elements. Wait, it might not be a full 10 now. It'll probably like be a 7.
Actually kill people,
maybe a
acid
6
pies, and they can throw hands. These dudes are unstoppable. I'm gonna be for real. Just the fact that these guys are clowns alone would make me run on sight, but add on to the fact that I seen a dude turn into cotton candy in front of my eyes, I'm catching the next flight to the moon. I am not staying over there. At least where I'm heading, the aliens are less scary. Now these hoodlums do got weaknesses, and that's their noses. If you shoot them on the nose, they inflate and blow up. So all you need to do is get a gun or be real good at that baby game. Sounds simple enough, but I'm not gonna hold y'all. I don't think I'll have the balls to face these dudes even if I have a gun. Clowns always gave me the heebie-jeebies. Every time I see one, I always catch malaria. I got a weird body. But my point is, I'm not fighting those clowns. I know my limits. I'm not Superman. I give them a 2 out of 10, not a 1, because I at least know their weakness. I'm just too pussy.
See, yeah. Low-key, I'm not afraid of clowns, but I get like this, like, you know when you watch something creepy, you're not scared, but you're creeped out? I get a creepy feeling from clowns. I'm not terrified of them, but I do get a genuine creepy feeling. So like, yeah, eerie feeling. Like I get the heebie-jeebies, get the chills. So like, it really wouldn't stop me from, you know what I'm saying, taking these niggas down. So I say a solid 6. Solid 6. As long as I hit my shots, I think I'm good. The Nun? A 1. I'm running from the Nun. I'm sorry, I don't play with nobody demons.
The Nun is this old ass lady that did a flip.
Bro, did y'all see the new Nun? The way she threw that bit across the... She was just yeeting him, and she was taking possession. Nah, I'm good.
While attempting to jump off a building, and now she's an evil spirit. She's a part of the many ghosts of the Conjuring series, and not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fans of these types of ghosts. Not because they're difficult to beat, no. Because they're easy mode. These ghosts barely be killing anybody for most of the movies they're in. They just be fucking with the main characters most of the time and not doing shit. Like every 15 minutes in these movies, they're just like, boo, nigga, and disappear. And they don't do anything else. They just scared them.
Nah,
they
that's
don't
crazy.
actually start doing stuff until the last 30 minutes of these movies. And I've seen most of the Conjuring movies and Annabelle movies, and I've seen The Nun too, not one. And the only bodies I've seen is ugly ass hoe take is a little boy and an old lady. So this nun is at most little boy level. Then at the end of the movie, she gets defeated in the most lame way possible. You know, power of Christ compels you type stuff.
But like,
it actually works, and then...
But like, she genuinely is a nun, so, you know.
They spray her with holy water and some wine, and she gone. That's all it took. Of course I'm winning this fight. I'ma beat this bitch like I just signed a contract to Man United.
You ain't watched the same movie I watched then, gang, because I'm not doing it. I'm not fucking with that. You got it. You got it.
And I'm winning. This is too easy. I'd even argue Chucky's harder than this preschool level threat.
Chucky?
At least he actually kind of smart with his killings. I bet I can win this fight by simply giving this girl a Baskin-Robbins Oreo shake, and she gonna start tweaking right then and there. 100 out of 10. This is like playing against your little bro in 2K.
Barbecue bacon burger.
It follows,
Barbecue bacon burger.
Now this one is a little bit harder, but it's simple.
That?
So this movie's about this girl who caught some interest in a boy and slept with him. But turns out this dude only let her hit because he had this demon chasing him. And this demon like a STD, so the only way to get rid of him is to smash someone else and give it to them. Now, what happens if you don't smash anybody? Well, the demon will catch up to you and kill you. Only good thing is that it's always walking and not running, so you got time to get away. Theoretically, you can just run away from this demon for the rest of your life. You can just move around from place to place around the world. I mean, it's always gonna be chasing you, but it's always gonna be walking. How long is it gonna take the demon to walk to China if you live in China? China. Probably like, I don't know, a few years.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
it will catch up to you. So
yeah,
it's basically like that snail meme, you know? Okay, so me personally, something like this would never happen to me. I've never seen a Virginia in my life. Women see me and look at me like I'm a Ben Sharpie fan. I'm straight repellent. Are women even real? I never seen one.
Man said, are women even real? Now, I think, I'll be honest, I can either get rid of the demon or I can outrun it. So, like, I think I'm good on that problem. Can you kill it, though? If you could kill it, that'd be better. But I can get rid of the demon, or I can, like, exactly. All you gotta do is, you know. But, like, it'd be better if, like, it was killable. I don't like the fact that it's not killable. So I give it like an 8 out of 10. I give it an 8 out of 10. I'll feel bad for whoever I gave it to, though. But if I give it to a stranger on the street or something, like, it is what it is.
Let's just say one day I actually got a woman actually gave me my hug, you know, happiest day of my life. I'm doing the spoinky yonky. Then to find out she only let me smash because Yao Ming was chasing after her.
That's crazy
after a
work.
bit of crying.
That's crazy
I'm gonna have
work.
to pass this on to someone else. Now, my first thought is to give it back to the stank that gave it to me, but she ain't gonna let me smash again. And I'm not a terrible person like the average Instagram commenter. The only way I choose to smash is with consent. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, it's pretty simple to get rid of this, guys. I'ma hire a prostitute and pass it to her. And since she's a prostitute, she's gonna be passing that demon around like crazy. So she ain't gonna die from it. So I don't have to feel bad about it. It's a selfish way of thinking, I know.
Hey, he kind of smart.
I'm
Hey,
not dead.
It worked, though. You know what I'm saying? Well, you get something else from the prostitute, probably. You probably give her more. You gonna give her a demon. She gonna give you STD. You know, that's how that's gonna work. But you won't have the demon no more. You know, fair trade. Fair trade. Game is game.
Unless your homie want to take one for the team, then prostitute is one of the best options. But what if you're like, no, I don't want anyone to die at all. I'd rather die myself than pass the demon on to someone else, knowing that they're gonna die. Okay, Deku, since you trying to be a humanitarian, ew, I got a second option. You lucky I'm a genius. So I might be wrong. I haven't seen the movie in a long time, but I think all you have to do is pass this on to another living being. And you know what else is another living being? Raccoons, trees. That's what I meant to say. Trees. Trees are alive, technically. I mean, they don't talk or anything, but they living. So, where I'm getting at, drill a hole in a tree and start going to town on it. Bruh, go crazy. It might hurt for a little bit because, you know, it's a tree after all. But if this is what it takes to get rid of the demon and not killing another person, so be it. And if you're a girl watching this, you might think, well, how am I supposed to do that? I ain't got no thing, so how's drilling a hole gonna help me? There's tree branches on the tree, shorty.
Girl,
don't worry, it'll
nigga
work.
said there's tree. Wow. Man said there's tree branches on the tree. Oh my God. That's actually hilariously insane. That's insane.
And for the white women that are out there watching, you guys got horses and dogs as an option, so it shouldn't be that hard for you. That's how you beat the It Falls demon. Simple. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. Not a 10 because I can't touch the demon, but it can kill me.
I ain't gonna lie, I beat her fucking ass, bro. I feel like I knock her straight the fuck out, clean out. Soon as she get to start trying to come out the TV, I'm gonna knock her ass right back in that motherfucker. Boy, make. Who fucking TV you crawling out of, shorty? Like, right, just turn the TV off. Fuck. Break that motherfucker. I get another one? Shit.
The Ring is about these people who watch this cursed tape and then they die in 7 days and they try to prevent it. It's very simple. I'm pretty sure everybody has heard of this movie, or at least
you just keep watching the tape. Like, it's a 5-minute tape, if that. 5 minutes once a week? That's doable. That's how they survive. They literally watch the tape every day. I get that shit put on DVD, download it, rewatch it every week. It's like taking a poop. Nigga, I sit on the toilet, take a shit, watch it. It's like scrolling on TikTok. Watch it. All right, y'all, I'm good for the week.
just the basic universe rules in question. The question is if I can beat this little ass, ugly ass girl in a fight. And of course I can. In the movie, I don't remember nobody ever trying to swing at her. They just in awe like, oh my God. Bruh, send that bitch to the stratosphere. I'm fighting. I don't care that your parents killed you. Go kill them, not me. I'm not even gonna do the easy way out by just making a copy of the tape and spreading it around. Nah, that's too easy. As soon as I see that bitch coming out the TV, I'ma just, bam. Bro, if I ever meet her, I'ma set up a YouTube boxing match. Jake Paul versus Kevin Leonardo first match. Second, me versus the ring girl or Samora or whatever her name is, and KO her first round. This just too easy. 10 out of 10, bro.
Oh God.
This new horror movie, Talk to Me, is about this girl and friends throwing a little get together and playing this hand ritual game called Talk to Me. And in the game, you hold this hand mannequin thing and see spirits, and you can let them possess you too, but not for more than 90 seconds. If they possess you for longer than that, things get crazy. Now you might be asking, why the hell anyone would want to play this game in the first place? And honestly, I agree. Why would I choose to get possessed?
Exactly. Why the fuck would I gotta see this, because I seen somebody dress up as a character from this movie. Like, they dressed up like they was possessed and they had the hand. But why the fuck would I let a demon possess me? Okay, y'all can do that. I'll watch y'all do it. That's crazy. You know, I'm an innocent bystander. I'm a watcher. Damn, you let a demon possess you for 89 seconds and you just not fully mentally right, or fully full 90 seconds he took over you? That's crazy. Not doing it though. Like lock in.
I don't care that it only lasts a minute. I'm not trying to have ghosts and demons willingly inside my body. That's the type of activity where if my friends asked me to participate, I'd be like, yeah, y'all do it first. And then I just don't do it. But let's just say I get curious and do it.
Yo, nah, me and Degenerocity dead ass share a brain cell, bro. I said the same shit. Hey, I watch y'all do it for show, but I'm not doing it myself. I'm good off that.
Or twice. I at least definitely wouldn't go about the way the MC does it. She does the game multiple times just so she could talk to her dead mom, who not really her dead mom. She's just a ghost cosplaying as her. She goes completely crazy by the end and it's too late for her. So what would I do is just not listen to the voices. I'm not listening to the ghosts or demons or whatever they have to say or do. I'm not listening to no hallucinations. I'm gonna assume everything is a hallucination and I'm just gonna be bed all day. So yeah, I'm just gonna ignore the voices. Shit, that's what I'm already doing now.
Kill them.
Stop.
Yo, nah, that is actually hilarious.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore the voices. Shit, that's what I'm already doing now.
Kill them. Kill them.
Oh no.
Kill them.
Stop.
Get out, Joe Biden.
Yo!
I find that hard to believe because, girl, you be like, you like Five Nights at Freddy's.
What does that mean?
Okay, I just watched this movie like yesterday, and I want to talk about it while it's still fresh.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm surviving. Five Nights at Freddy's, all they need is to do, first of all y'all need to do is get electrocuted. I'm surviving. I'm surviving Five Nights at Freddy's for sure. The game, probably not the game, but like the movie wise, for sure, I'm good.
In my head. Now before I go off, I've only really played the first game and that one where it's in the bedroom. And my FNAF lore knowledge is finite. It's very little. Like, I know about the dead kids, but if you ask me who Perp Nigga is, I have zero clue. So I'm strictly basing it off the movie. And I'm fairly confident I can beat these robot rats, bro. They're kids. I'll just do what the MCs did in the movie. Have fun with them, dance around, do Ring Around the Rosie, all that shit. I don't even have to fight them. And even when I do, they get knocked out with a taser. These guys are taser level, bro. A random dude robbing you at night is a bigger threat. The biggest threat is that golden Freddy boy. Mainly because it's just a William dude who hired him in the suit. And he old. So I'm gonna do my Oreo shake idea again, and that would knock him out cold. It's too easy. Now, Cupcake Robot, that's a little hard. They fast and don't give anybody the time of day. So I'm gonna call up someone that likes cupcakes and do the job for me. I think I won this match.
Oh my God.
Like I said, I don't know the lore like that. I don't know if they got more powers. Maybe Freddy will bust out a Kamehameha next movie. And the FNAF experts will say,
yeah, he's been able to do that since book 3 of the Holy Freddy, King James version.
Giving them a 9 out of 10. Low diff. And that's all the characters I wanted to discuss today. Was I right or wrong on some characters? And do y'all think y'all can beat them? I mean, I don't think I was wrong at all. I know my strength.
You got a valid opinion.
below. And before I go with my inconsistent,
it's just me and you didn't agree on the nun part, which is understandable. For the most part, we agreed on everything though. Well, I feel like I could beat the Killer Clowns, but you got like a, you know what I'm saying? So Killer Clowns and the nun. Everything else, we spot on. We like sharing one brain cell, gang.
ass, I got a little announcement to make.
Okay.
I'm gonna do another confession video. This time, school confessions.
Ooh.
Tell me the incident that happened at your school. The craziest event or thing to happen there. Don't even gotta involve you. Just a crazy event at your school that had everyone like, the hell? This time there's a Google form down below in the description, and all of these are still anonymous. If you're the one that caused the incident at your school, don't worry. It's only gonna be between me, you, and our big happy family. And apparently your school. And next video, I'll be reading out the best ones I can find. Link in the description for the Google form. Thank you again for Temu for sponsoring this video. All links are in the description and the pinned comment. Make sure to check them out. That's all I wanted to say. And in conclusion, follow the new IG too. See ya.
They're in your skin. All right, Degenerocity video for sure. It is what it is.